Yo, we are back with another episode of Daddy Issues. Yeah, man. We got rid of Chaz, y'all.
Yeah.
About time.
Chaz got on a workout plan.
Yeah, we got rid of him, y'all.
I've been waiting
You
for
know what
this.
I'm saying? We got Damon Jr. in the building.
What up? What up?
Yeah,
What up?
man. We out here.
I ain't seen you in hella long.
Man, I ain't
How long
seen
it
you
been?
in.
I don't know.
It's
Man.
been a while
At least
since
well,
I
obviously,
could.
at
You
least
know
a
what's
year.
weird is like I see you guys all the time like on the internet. So I'm
Right.
like I kind of know y'all, but I don't really know y'all like that. You know, it's been a while. We've changed.
Yeah.
You know what's weird too is because of the pandemic, you think you haven't seen somebody in a year, but it's really been 2.
Lightweight, yeah.
Basically, you know, you're like, man, I ain't seen this in a year. But it's like if you ain't seen that person before the, you know,
It's probably
Well,
been 2
2020 has
years
been
since
about
I've
2
seen
years.
you
2020.
in person then.
yeah,
Dang.
that's gross.
That's a long ass time.
That's a good minute.
Yeah.
Sometimes I watch Instagrams on like silent, so I think I know what's going on in someone's life, and it'd be a sketch. I'm like, oh damn.
Oh, yeah, man. It's a rerun sketch of that. It's an old one. Never know when the old one's going to pop up.
I like to watch Instagram dance videos without the music.
Oh, I
playing.
hate it.
Without playing it.
Oh,
So I'm like,
it's
this is what deaf
cringy.
people go through. They just be looking,
looking at it.
Are these?
It's so
Nothing
cringy with no music.
Why ain't moving like? Why they all moving like? that?
Crazy.
And they all have like sign language in the dances now, but it's
Man.
wrong
Yeah, they
signs. Like my heart be like, you like what?
On mute, it's
Deaf,
terrible.
you're like, what
Is,
the
is he
hell?
okay?
Not accurate.
That music really makes a difference.
It
Of
does.
course.
Thinking
Yeah.
that, but when you look at it on mute, it's cringe city. I'll be like, God.
Yeah.
I've been Mr. Yeah to TikTok dances. I've been doing TikTok dances in the garage for a little
You
bit
would.
now. Yeah.
Of all of us, you would.
Can you keep
For
up
Greg,
with them?
really?
Can
Man,
you keep
I'd
up?
be like,
hey, man, you need to have a TikTok dance when you walk in the club now, right? Even that 45.
Nah.
I'm like, come on.
I don't even go to the club.
Nah.
You gotta get your.
No, okay. Because these dances, they come and go. Like, it's always a new one.
But what's
Yeah.
also interesting is they come and go, but then they also like they'll bring a piece of it back
And
into
put
the
it
new
into
one.
another dance, yeah.
They do that
Well,
all
what
the
sucks
time.
is when you're in the club and everybody knows the song and the moves, and you
Yeah.
sitting there like, oh, man.
Why is Craig
just make you
always
look
in
old
the
in the
club?
club.
Shit. I'm
Craig
always
is
in the
always
club
in
in
the
my
club.
mind. I'll be in my house. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to come.
With the Oculus on?
Only out of town.
Oh, with the Oculus, that's a whole.
Oh, for sure.
That's a whole world.
Yeah.
What was your favorite one? My favorite was the Busted one. Busted.
What's the bus?
You was
When
doing
they
the
dro-
busted
I
challenge?
wasn't doing the Busted challenge.
Oh,
I
Which
like
one was
watching
that
them.
one? Is that
You know what? Never mind.
Well,
I'm
why
good.
did you clarify?
His knees
all
is cracking. Busted. My knees.
He's like, I got that
Which one was
underscoop.
that one?
The Busted one was they dropped. They
The
remember they
women,
dropped
yeah.
low. The girls
Yeah.
was doing it.
Oh, yeah.
I watched a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The silhouette challenge was dope.
I
I remember the silhouette
To
challenge.
watch.
Yeah. You didn't do one?
You didn't do yours, man.
It's funny. I be doing challenges. I be doing challenges and
thought
sending
we all
it to my
agreed.
friends.
Yeah, I remember that silhouette.
The silhouette one was fire.
I be doing sketches where I'm like, oh, this is gonna be funny if I do it during this, and I'd be like, nah, I'm just gonna throw that to the side.
Craig don't be posting nothing, man.
I be having a
Sicko.
ball though. I be filming every. Let me show you my phone.
Probably got
It's all on his phone.
Archives.
His phone is the app.
Yeah.
Craig's phone. You got to have his phone to see the content.
He be sending me some funny videos. I be like, why don't you post that? He's like,
And he's like, nah, I
Nah.
posted it here.
Yeah,
It's
you
good
know
enough.
which one I'm talking about?
yeah. That's why I'm
He
laughing.
said you know
We're gonna have to-
exactly which one.
Yep.
See now Craig with Damon here, he's got the group chat next.
Right, yeah.
You know how we be talking about the group chat.
There was
That
a-
Craig
there
been
was a
left out.
video.
Now he got the
There was a video when there was a bunch of girls running and jumping with their legs open in the camera.
And they like
And they
land
like-
on it.
Oh yeah.
It was like 3, and then I was the 4th, and I jumped and landed. Like,
So I'm watching it, thinking all these
Bottomless.
girls. Yeah, I'm like, dang, oh she cute, oh she cute. Like,
And then this
Craig,
nigga
don't
came.
run out.
No. Craig did that one.
died. It just caught me off guard. So
anybody want to do a TikTok dance? I'm like, come do, let's do it. I'm with it. You
Yeah,
want
well,
to
you
post
down
it?
for
Go
the
ahead,
bus.
post
I'm
it.
down for the bus.
We ain't busting.
Bust
If I see DC get that underscoop,
DC
it's
just
that
did it twice,
underscoop.
which means he already has this queued up. Like whenever y'all ready.
Bus.
I'm gonna look back at
He was
it.
putting out feelers to see if anybody else did
Right.
it.
And y'all,
Yeah.
so we're all dropping him? He sent it to us on accident?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
What was that latest dance?
Which one? The Coi Leray one that's
Junebug?
doing?
Oh, the
Oh, the
Junebug
Junebug.
challenge.
Yeah.
Dang, that one
Junebug
caught
is
fire.
funny, though.
Man,
Yeah.
that's like 5 months old.
What was that?
Is it?
I got kids,
That's where
so
they-
they tell me everything's
What's the
old, and
June-
I'm like, no, that's
It's
hot.
that dude, they be doing this.
The,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
like
that
that
song
one.
be playing.
Yeah.
The one
Those
Casanova,
funny ones, though.
the one
Knock
Casanova
your
got
head
extra
off.
time for because he was in prison doing it. They was like, hold on, you ain't supposed to have a camera, and you
Really?
ain't supposed to be post. Yeah,
Bro, prison dudes
They
be
gave
doing
him extra.
all the trends.
Oh yeah, they be
Like all of them.
They be on
They
it.
gonna get whatever they need.
Right.
you getting them new J's? Like, what? How you know the
Already
new
got 'em,
J's
you
is
know what I'm
coming
saying?
out, and how you got them?
They post a picture, got him.
I do kind of miss when like dudes used to get out of jail and they didn't know like good music. I mean, they didn't know the new music. They come
Yeah.
in, they pop in their CD, and then be like, you still listen to this?
Yo, y'all
Now they
heard
know
this
everything.
right
Yeah,
here?
now they're up on it.
Yeah.
Because I remember my
I'm
uncle
misinforming
got out.
them.
Yeah, my uncle got
Put
out.
them
He didn't
on.
know anything. He like it was funny. Like he's older, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
he got out. He was like, so, you know, they got the porn straight on the phone now, right? I was like, yeah.
Telling you.
It's like right here on the phone.
But he
do
pulled
know
you
that.
over to the side. Come here, man. Come here. Look at this.
Look, I was like, I know, it's everywhere.
Handheld.
This is crazy. And then I didn't see him again. So,
Oh, he went back down.
Been in the back
no. He was like, I'll see you later.
Y'all be watching porn on the phone?
Nah,
Be
man.
real.
On Twitter. I won't go to the sites anymore. I'll just go on Twitter. Twitter got something cool. If not, then I'm done.
It depends on where I'm at.
Yeah.
You know, if I might be at a function and need to let off some junction, I might take the phone.
At
And,
the
You
club?
beating up in functions?
Not at the club, but it might be like at a hotel or something.
Oh.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you ain't got you don't have to pay for the.
I only watch it on the phone now. I only watch it on the
Yeah, I don't-
laptop.
Do y'all go to
I wasn't
sites?
talking about kid parties.
I go to
and stuff.
Pornhub.
I go to Pornhub.
I pull up on Pornhub.
Yeah.
I don't go on
Pull in there,
This
like, hey,
party
they know me in
this
there.
party's trash.
They know me at
I'll be
Pornhub.
right back.
Tony, how you doing? Hey, man, good, man. Just going over here checking out this orgy scene.
It's so
real
easy
quick.
to just get right now.
But it's too hard to like find. Like I'll try to find something. I don't like none of this shit, and I just I'm done.
You got to go away from it for a long time, and we come back, everything's fantastic.
Yeah.
Because it's been for me, I haven't even looked at it in I want to say like half a year, maybe.
Yeah, some people
a
be
long
Self-
time.
Just self-control.
Some
just,
people be
just to like you know, because I was getting a little carried away.
you were addicted,
They
bro.
do you up in there?
Yeah, man. There was this one where this girl was she was like at the base of a couch, flipped over on her head, like
Oh, I
on her
seen
back,
that.
her legs up there, and she started peeing
Oh.
in her own mouth.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
And I came so hard.
I didn't expect it to go.
As soon as it was over, I shut it off. I was like, I'm not watching it anymore.
He turned it off and went straight to the mirror.
Yeah.
This is
I didn't
disgusting.
expect
You
that.
didn't even
What
cut
do
it
you
off.
call? What do you
Yeah.
call yourself when you're like? Do you call yourself by your full name or like a name like D? Come on, D.
Come on,
What
man.
was the turn on about that though?
I was disgusted the entire time. I was disgusted.
But
Just handling
yet
myself.
still.
Yeah. I was like, what? I could feel my face going, what is this? But don't stop. You don't ever look at something like that.
It might
so
be
weird.
time for
What
me
is
to
this?
slow down too.
I was done.
I've been watching it in the Oculus, but now it's like the VR, so it's like right there in 4D. So I set up like pillows around me, so you know it'll be there. And you smack it, so you ain't just swinging, go swinging. You get a little, okay, yeah, it's there. She know. You hold the pillows, but in the Oculus, it's a
Oh my
waste.
god.
Wait,
The Oculus is a waste?
Yeah,
But you can't tell. What if somebody comes in the room?
that's what I'll be worried about.
I got
Like
locks.
in real life, not in the Oculus.
my kids is grown now. I'm not in the
that's
living room. I'm in the bedroom with the lock on.
Have they ever cut to a scene that like threw you off because it's in the Oculus?
I kind of skimmed through first to see how it's gonna play
Like
out.
if they just
No
you fall
surprises.
backwards over the pillow.
I had another dude walk in, big dick. Oh shit! Smack the wrong thing.
Sorry, boys.
I
Go
thought
play.
I thought the Oculus was for video games and stuff.
It is.
I mean, it is.
So you
can
can
do all
just
that.
using the Oculus.
Craig
No,
found
you
a
can-
way.
you
Craig
can-
found a way.
Man, you can go on YouTube. I mean, YouPorn. They got the YouPorn on there, the
yeah.
Pornhub, but a
Yeah, I
special
don't look at
VR
none of that.
section.
I've never been
VR
a big like when I was even in college when it's like first got like we can get it on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
internet now. I had my go-tos and then that was it. Like I just
How'd
still
you
had
find
the
the
tape
go-tos
cut
though?
You porn got
via teammates because we had one teammate who was so bad, niggas stopped letting him use their laptops. Because he was just giving everybody viruses. Like, it was that bad. He'd come in your house and be like, hey, I'm going to go upstairs real quick. And let me use your laptop. And at first, we're thinking, we all got homework. We all got
research
and then he'd be up there for so long. We like, what are you doing? He'd be like, guys, you got to see this. And every time, it would be like some random, wild. And eventually, he just kept giving everybody viruses. So he would come through. And everybody was, because, back then, you're on, what is it called?
Dial up.
You're
LimeWire?
Yeah, the LimeWire and the Bear Shares and all that.
LimeWire.
So he's downloading all this porn, and people were using, they were losing storage. He knocked out term papers and stuff like that. So, and then when you get it broke, you got to take it in.
Yeah.
So the computer lab teacher was always like, "What are y'all doing?" And we're like, "It's not us, man. It's this dude."
It's
over
not
here."
you guys.
Yeah.
They be hacking into the
Exactly.
mainframe.
It's just filth. It's just filth in there. So after a while, we'd be like, "Nah, bro, you can't."
We had a porn
You can't do
dude
it.
too. He used to be so bad with it. He had everything on VHS,
Oh, I know you're talking.
and he'd know which tape you had and when you. Reezy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was the video store.
He was past the video store.
Hey,
He'd
man,
like,
my
man,
booty talk 63
it was on
is
239, so it's ready for you. It's ready for you. You ain't even got to fast forward rewind. It's right at the
See, that's
place.
I used to hate borrowing porno tapes that people didn't rewind it. Because that's where they came
That's
to.
what-
It's
that
like,
was
I
that
don't,
moment.
Like,
I
I
don't
don't
wanna
want to
come
come
with
to
you.
where you came.
It'd be
I
right
want
on
to
that
start
moment.
where
I
you
wanna-
came.
yeah,
like,
man.
Be kind, man. Please rewind, man. That's why they got that rule in place. Come on,
Let
man.
me have my own fantasy.
I want to see the
know.
whole story. I don't want to start.
But
with
then that part be the fire part. You'd be like, all right.
Of course. I can see why you.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
Good.
you end up
You
right
return the
there.
tape,
Yeah,
you're like,
we twins.
He
Yeah,
got
he was
good
right.
taste.
it's kind of like the trailer moment. You're like, oh, you ruined it. Now I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally stopped. I'm just like, I'm done now. It
Always have
it
moments.
helps.
I come to it for a while, and then I leave
Come to
for a
it.
while. Yeah, come to it.
All right.
And then I do that with everything though. Like comic books, I'll step away for a long time, then get into them again, and start buying them, and then I'll dip off again. I'll be doing that with porn as well.
You read comic books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, like Justice League and all that stuff.
I would read the Justice League because my brother had those issues in his stash. Cause he'd be like, "Man, stay out my comic books." I'd be like, "Sure," and I'd be right in there as soon as he leave. And then mostly he had the Marvel stuff, but he would have Justice League in there on occasion.
okay.
But so I was a Marvel kid growing up. X-Men, Avengers,
Okay.
Daredevil.
Yeah, I was.
Cap.
I was anime.
Yeah, and then
So
anime came later.
Yeah.
Because I remember the first anime I ever seen was Fist of the North Star.
Fire.
Yeah,
Great
so-
beginner.
Man,
I
it was
gotta-
just like heads exploding.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause
I
it-
don't get anime, bro.
Oh,
Like,
man.
I mean, I get why
You
it's
need
a
to
thing.
you need to start with Ninja Scroll. Then.
Oh, that's my favorite
a good
one.
beginner right
Ninja
there.
Scroll.
It's my favorite one of all time. Ninja Scroll.
First one I saw was Akira.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Akira's the first, and that came out like in '89. So I was like a little kid when I saw it, and it just like I used to like Superman and all them.
Yeah.
And then after that, I was like
He was done with.
Dragon Ball, Akira, Ninja
Who's the
Scroll.
biggest? Dragon Ball Z, right? That's the biggest one.
That's probably the most
Popular commercial one.
Most widespread.
like
commercial.
widespread because it's been around since like '82.
he used to
Oh.
put me on all the animes and actually comic books. Like I was like, I'm off comic books. I liked animes for a minute, and I was off it. Then he brought one called Pro, and I was like, what the hell is
What was it
this?
called?
It was called Pro. Is about a prostitute that got superhuman powers.
This is an anime or a comic?
Comic book.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, this is hilarious
The
and
Pro.
crazy.
It was actually really fun.
What's her powers?
She's like Superman-ish kind of,
Oh, wow. But
yeah.
she's a prostitute.
but
And
she could throat.
she got that
With
killer
powers.
She was still working.
I was about to say she still worked even though she had the power. So
I
she
don't
just
really
liked
remember
sex.
it. But I
think
do
she
remember.
killed somebody somehow
Yeah.
during sex.
Yeah,
That's cold.
but she was like like a not a pretty prostitute. She was like one of them sleazy,
Yeah.
little pot belly.
Oh,
Didn't care
damn.
about her breasts. You know, like it was like.
Still wearing the high school.
Even when she
outfit.
transformed, she still was sleazy. Like she didn't turn into a bad bitch when she was.
No,
Bad.
no, she was like Hancock.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah,
She was just like,
but she was.
this is what it is.
Hancock.
Did she fight crime?
Huh? Yeah, she. Well, I don't remember.
I only read the first one,
Yeah, but it was funny.
and I think
It
might
was.
have
I
been
think it was
his.
written to be funny though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pro.
Yeah, it was dope.
I'm with
Yeah, just
DC.
like
I can't get into it.
No,
Can't.
can't get into anime.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
What about
yeah.
superhero movies?
Oh yeah, I'm all in.
Oh yeah.
What's the difference?
I just well, they know when it comes to cartoons, I just be
It'd be a
like,
lot going on.
I just
Hella
be like,
colors
It
and
don't
shit.
even really. Oh, colors. Maybe it's the colors.
If I didn't
Yeah.
And that's the thing, yeah, the anime, the
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Well,
I don't
anime I
care
get
about
because they
this.
super dramatic on
Yeah.
anime. Like they be crying for like a full 10 minutes of just pure whining.
whole episode.
Whole episode, and they be talking fast. They give you a lot of
Right.
information in the cry. Like,
Yeah.
like turn this
Well,
shit
maybe
off.
Samurai Champloo might be your thing because they be talking shit.
Mhm.
Well, Afro Samurai, there you go, Afro Samurai. Sam Jackson's voice will carry you through.
You know what? Like I didn't understand. Remember in junior high, the Hello Kitty thing. I didn't get that.
I
That
don't
was
get
for,
that.
I think that was
for
for
us.
girls.
Yeah, you wasn't supposed to get that.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You
I
ain't supposed to get the
remove
Hello
that.
Kitty. You ain't supposed to get the
Silhouette
Buster Challenge.
DC is letting a lot out today.
Hold on.
He's like, so speaking of thongs,
Hold
guys,
on. What you
huh?
talking-
Anybody?
What you talking about?
You gotta look back at it. You see DC with a big pink beret doing bust it. Bust it.
You can actually get a good little silhouette challenge right in this little silhouette. If
Oh, you can do a
you
silhouette
can do a
challenge
silhouette
here.
right here.
Get it cracking. I feel like that faded out. It's
Yeah,
gone.
it goes. It comes and goes,
It
bro.
comes and goes, man.
Yeah.
Just wavy. I've been watching Invincible now. Have you seen that?
I heard about it. What's his name?
That's the one
Jackson
on Amazon.
McQueen told me to watch it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna
I've
watch
been
it.
on it.
I heard it's like cartoon version of the Boys.
Yeah.
The
you know
Boys
that.
is good.
The Boys.
Yeah.
is
The
tough.
Boys is dope.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a cool little father-son story going on right now.
You saw it?
I've been watching it.
Oh, you caught up?
Mhm.
Yeah.
How many episodes?
It's 6 right now.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
Wow.
like violent and like.
It's super violent. Like people be getting.
It's like
murdered.
Quentin
You know how-
Tarantino style
you know how in
cartoon.
the regular cartoons and comic books, when the alien invasion happened, you don't
Uh-huh.
really see the civilians getting killed.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Cartoon.
You don't see the superheroes getting killed normally.
Oh, the superheroes just
they,
murder.
they like day players. They might be there one week.
Yeah.
and
So
gone.
you don't know who.
Do you get
I'm-
attached to them though? The superheroes? Do you be like, I
Initially,
like this guy?
it opened up with 2 guards talking outside of like the White House, and they were just having a regular conversation. Normally, when you see guards get dispatched,
Yeah.
you don't care about them because there
Right.
was no. But these dudes were really talking about life and like, yeah, that's a picture of my kid right here. It was just funny that they opened up on that scene, like, yeah, and then these dudes busted out the ground and started wreaking havoc. So it was just like, oh, we care about the security guards now. They actually live, but they be doing stuff like that, and then. The superheroes in the first season, they had their own little Justice League, and then they did.
That's what's weird about I watched the King Kong versus Godzilla movie.
I still gotta see that.
Oh, I'm so
And
pissed off. Go
You
ahead.
never. There's not one. You don't see any fatalities from like
Right.
from like the civilians.
And clearly, 375,000 people died.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Well, the guy in the Dragon Head, he
Oh, yeah.
died.
Yeah, that's it. He was
Well, those characters that we already were established, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about like
like
the city.
like
Yeah, they don't be.
yeah.
He don't bite. He don't pick up not one person and bite their head off.
No.
None of that.
Well,
No.
Well,
Godzilla.
he did.
I don't want to
eat
tell the part.
somebody.
King
Or
Kong
was that
jumping.
Skull Island?
boat
That was
to
Skull
boat.
Island.
Skull Island.
Yeah.
He ate the
He
bad-
ate somebody in this too, didn't he?
No, he ate the thing. He didn't eat
creature.
Oh, yeah.
He ate the creature.
The
Yeah.
dragon creature.
I want to see like a little kid accidentally get eaten.
Yeah.
That'd be tight.
or stepped on.
No, yeah, stepped on. Yeah,
Them
like,
playing in the playground, first day
Yeah.
at the playground. There's your new
Man.
friend. Hey,
Uh-huh.
Squish.
Yeah. Because that's clearly what's happening.
Right.
'Cause
Or
they
that
were
little
fighting
black kid and
full
white kid
fight.
video with them running close together like they haven't seen the Squish.
'Cause that's clearly what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They were fighting tough, falling through buildings. You know they was in the count.
King Kong gonna land on somebody.
Did you get the paperwork for the? And then it's just a tail comes through and just kills everybody on that floor. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I told Sally down there, the accounts receivable, and then
Why do you think they hold back like that? For ratings?
I don't know.
ratings.
Yeah, ratings.
That is
Because they have
hilarious.
yet to do like
Happy
a rated R.
birthday.
Yeah, you know that's going on.
You've been working here for 30 years. You finally got that
Yeah.
corner office. Here goes tails.
Your whole
That
law.
would be funny if it was all positive stuff.
Yeah.
Congratulations, partner. Why do they say partner so aggressively every time?
We've
Partner.
been working 20 years to get to this moment. Bye.
I just got to call my.
I'm cancer free.
Yeah. Because Godzilla would take King Kong's head and smash it through the building.
Right.
People in them buildings.
I finally got custody. I knew he was a deadbeat.
Man. They was fighting so hard.
Yeah.
375,000 people. That's my estimate.
Have to be.
Yeah.
Have to be.
Because they was in Hong Kong and just, you know, it's
And it's an
dense.
overpopular.
Yeah, so it was like,
They went
was
through
scrapping.
whole city blocks.
Everybody was dodging.
Yeah.
Even on the boat when it got flipped over,
Yeah,
and
the-
nobody died. They were just like, oh,
Man.
whoa, yeah. There we go. That's the only thing that got messed up.
Put his soda back.
Almost lost my drink on that. Because Godzilla, when he came through, his tail went through aircraft carriers and blew them up. So there was soldiers on there like, yeah, I'm going to see my daughter this week.
Right.
Once we deploy back.
Hey Johnson, mail this letter for me.
That's exactly what's happening. They
Wait,
was
why'd you
drowning.
hate it?
They tried to have a storyline, and I was like, no, just let them fight. I just wanna-
That's what we always want.
yeah, just let them fight. Open it up with fighting, end it with fighting. No one wants to hear this storyline you guys are trying to push through.
Here's my question: if they didn't provide it, would you have been okay with sitting through a 2-hour movie of just a monkey versus a lizard?
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I
If they
wanna-
didn't break it up,
You know what?
If they keep it quiet and we just see their lives,
Yeah.
King
You know
Kong
what?
and Godzilla quietly.
In between.
I can have the deaf kid that they had in the movie.
oh yeah, that was tight.
Yeah, like I like that.
I wanted him to eat her at first. I was like,
What's
he's
he
gonna
in
smash
there?
her.
You know.
See, I would
liked her.
I would cut it down to 30 minutes, so it'd be the deaf girl being like, "Hey, there's Godzilla, go beat that nigga up," and then that King Kong be like,
King Kong like, yeah, I've been
"Okay,"
waiting for
and then
this.
it's just fight for 30 minutes, bam.
I wanted Godzilla to eat the little deaf one,
Yeah,
and then
that'd been
King Kong
tight.
be fighting for her.
That'd been
you
tight.
took her.
King Kong got beat the whole movie.
He
got
did.
Yeah,
He
he
kept
got
losing
smashed.
every fight.
Yeah, he's getting his ass beat.
Even in the very end when King Kong clearly saved Godzilla,
Yeah.
Godzilla was still like, "You gonna put that axe down?"
Yep.
And King Kong was just like, "All right." And then he left. He was like, "All right." He went back into the ocean.
Right.
Like Godzilla was.
I mean, he is
the
way
force.
bigger than King Kong.
Yeah.
So I mean, no matter what.
King Kong just got them hands.
Here's my
though.
problem though. Every time I see one of the movies, they always. Here's how subtle racism is, but you
Oh, yeah.
see it, right? So King Kong will be like yelling, go, ah, right? It'll be a close up on his face, and then it'll immediately cut to a nigga
Oh.
with the same face, like, ah, and watch every cut. It always cuts
And he's
back
changing
to the
oil.
weird one
That's
black
the
guy.
cut.
Yeah.
King Kong
Doing something regular.
cut to a dude doing oil. And now they're in the city. You're like, oh.
It's just,
Because they had the black dude from Atlanta in there.
Right.
yeah.
And
And they kept cutting to his face.
that's cold.
It was, it was a match cut.
Wait, do y'all
did.
think it'd be an undertone?
Absolutely.
King Kong,
King
initial,
Kong.
that initial
He
story
never was a
a
slave.
definite undertone.
Oh yeah.
It's also a good cut.
The fact that
That was a good cut. I was like, oh,
I'm not
shit.
gonna lie,
We
he did his
somewhere
thing. The
else?
editor did his thing in that movie. No, but they had him in the chains on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took him from the jungle,
yeah.
brought him here. And then once he got attracted to a white woman, they killed him.
Why they do us like
And then
that?
and then Planet of the Apes. All of those movies are just like, what if black people take over from what we did to them?
The revenge.
Man,
Made
you
me
got
terrified.
You got. Once we get past white supremacy, I think we're all gonna have a huge laugh, just with white people. Like, man, what y'all used to, y'all used to make monkey movies about it.
But them admitting it.
Yeah,
I knew y'all was doing that.
They were trying to
Freeze
cut to the
frame.
little white girl. We was like, no, cut to the black dude. We gonna laugh
We
about
did
it.
that all the time.
Y'all caught that?
all the
Crazy,
time.
man.
Y'all used to do that to our credit for real? Yeah. Oh, man,
I knew y'all
I
didn't
wasn't
want us
crazy.
in those houses.
Redlining was that? Yeah, boy, we did that.
didn't
We didn't want y'all
around.
right.
We was flighting. Every time y'all moved in, we moved out. We didn't want to live with
We
y'all.
sent the message, Paul Revere.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy, huh?
The Negroes are coming.
Every time. It's blatant, though.
Oh yeah.
It is,
don't
but it'd
care.
be funny to like laugh about it with each other and be like, yeah, man.
It's kind of funny though, the other way around. When a couple white people move into the neighborhood, black people like, oh, here they come.
Here we go.
It's
That's probably how like the people that like it gritty. They be like, oh, here come the hipsters, man. About to get soft.
Oh, that's the whole Bay Area.
Here come the
Oh, the Bay is
Starbucks.
super
They
gentrified.
sick.
That's what happened.
Oh,
Heck
yeah.
yeah.
When Facebook came and Yahoo and all that, and them hipsters, it was like, this shit is trash.
Just like Brooklyn, the same thing. That's like, setting up coffee shops and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
The Bay is ridiculous. The
Feels
culture,
safer,
The culture is leaving. Yeah, it's like not the.
So what would y'all
I
rather
don't feel
have the
scared
danger
anymore, man. It's like
or the culture?
you said what?
Would y'all rather have the danger where you can get robbed, shanked, whatever, or would you rather have the safe, homogenized,
I like the
gentrified? We got the
Yeah,
Starbucks
give me
right
that.
here.
Run me that, cause I can't. My leg be
You
hurting.
going with
I
the,
can't. Yeah.
the Starbucks?
Yeah.
I want the danger, man,
Why?
So it's you would
because
rather.
it has character.
Yeah.
But the danger is usually in certain spots, so I just stayed out of those spots. I still wanted the other stuff that comes with, culture in them type of neighborhoods, the food spots, the
Yeah.
place you go hang out, stuff like that. Like I remember I did a show in Oakland. I got off in Barton, West Oakland, and I was like, not going down that street. I'll go around. Like it was just like, all right.
I want my
like,
life at risk sometimes
A little bit.
to go get some food.
Yeah.
Some fire food.
Oh,
Your
yeah.
life
You
is
gonna
at
do
risk.
this? Yeah, you
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get the
Some
best
good
food.
Make it taste better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And a lot of times they know who's what, so they just expect you coming to get something to eat. Supporting
Mhm.
black business, all right. We won't rob you.
Yeah, I'm in
You know
here.
what I mean?
Y'all change y'all demeanor when you like in the hood.
Absolutely.
I used to, but I don't anymore. I
don't?
used to. Every time I went back to Chicago, I put the armor on.
Oh, okay.
And then my ex-wife, she was like, "You act different when we here." And I was like, "Oh yeah." And then I was like, so then when I went back to Chicago years after that, I was like, man, I'm gonna just be who I am. I'm sick of this.
My go-to is if I see like a group of hood dudes, I spit.
Oh,
What?
They just get polyseeds
Just to
out
let
of
them know
nowhere.
that you.
Just to
them
let
know
them know
real.
I was suck that
Yeah.
dick.
Wait a minute.
That's what he be doing.
That's what you do before you suck
That's
that.
what he be doing based on all the crap he said already. The silhouette challenge, but he's like, yo, want to see a bussy?
Nah, a little,
what if
wanna
they
see
get
a busted
offended by that?
challenge?
That's
Y'all
very
spitting
Middle
on our block?
Eastern.
a thug spit. Ooh, you ain't never did a thug spit.
No.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yes.
I see it in the
Like a
movies.
loogie?
I've seen the racist spit,
Yeah.
How's that?
like this.
They got the. They always got the
Yeah.
tobacco.
tobacco.
Yeah,
In
in
the
their mouth.
spittoon.
It was this one lady. It was me and my boy Butch. We was walking around like a
Butch.
track.
You know a Butch?
Yeah.
Oh,
Butch.
okay.
I know a
Really?
butchie. I had a
Butchie.
butchie.
A butchie.
Yeah, I had a
Yeah,
butchie.
Butchie,
Yeah.
In real life?
Yeah, in elementary school, I went to school with a butchie.
Got a cousin named
He was a
Butchie,
bully too.
But we were walking,
fitting.
and this lady was doing laps. Every time she got near us, she was.
Oh.
And then we were like, "Is that lady spitting?"
Oh,
'cause
she was
of
doing the
us?"
racist
Oh.
thing. Yeah.
So then when she came back around, she spit again. So we was like, so when she came back the third thing, we was like, "Poo poo."
Nigger spit.
I didn't know that was a thing until I was with my Middle Eastern friend Vinny, and somebody just spit and he got real mad. And I was like, "What you get mad?" He's like, "That was disrespectful. You didn't see that?
Yeah.
You didn't see them just spit?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think they got a fly in their mouth." So he's like, "Nah." And I was like, "Okay, I'll look out for that from now on."
Yeah.
Well, that's how they argue. Like they're like, and they're like spit not at each other, but I mean like around each other. So it's like cultural, so they get more offended by it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We don't
Outside the
we don't
bedroom,
get
there's
mad.
no
We just
spitting.
get close.
we be having
just-
just
we
a
just get
regular
into-
conversation.
yeah.
Then she come to find.
Matter of
Come to
fact, if
find
spit
out.
come out, they'd be like, you got spit on my
Yep.
business?"
Yeah, we don't spit. We just get close, right? Like when we about to fight.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
all up in each other's
Yeah.
grill.
Accidental spit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How we do that with COVID now? Are we just not? Are we still do that?
Grab your mask. Yeah, both y'all gotta have your
Mask to
mask on.
mask?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have a mask on.
What was that? Why? What was that? That whole thing? Like,
No,
you
we
know,
in it.
another
We-
shoulder. Remember the shoulder walk
Or
in a
going
circle?
around
in a
So
circle.
well, you do something. You do something. Yeah. You
Yes.
do something. Yeah.
This the takeoff culture.
None
now.
hurts worse though than when you close and then the first person does that push,
Oh, the shove.
like the little douche.
Yeah.
when your
That
back
usually kicks
your
off the
back is
fist
like,
count.
yeah,
Absolutely.
that kicks
First
the
person
fight.
to
and you
shove.
take two
That's when it's
punches
on.
with your back like this. You're like, oh, I wasn't ready for that. You threw my defenses all
That's why I don't
off.
like getting close.
No, yeah, you
I
don't.
need to have space for the arm length.
It's the takeoff culture. I told myself, hey,
Your son too big to
Swing.
be fighting.
Man,
He gonna kill somebody.
it's only gonna last about 30 seconds.
fights do be
Swing.
quick.
They do be quick.
But it feel like a lifetime.
Oh, when you hit it,
And you known as a sucker, you get punched twice and it's broken up. They be like, "Oh,
Oh,
he
you
beat you
got
up."
pieced
Like,
out.
I
He
didn't get my
didn't
chance.
get his off.
Can we get it back? No, you don't want that. Stop.
Would be trash too, especially if they land a good one.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I got sucker punched one time.
And
I was
then
like,
they
"Bitch."
break it up.
And then so we started going, and then by the time everybody ran out to break it up, they was like, "Oh, what happened? Who won?" He was like, "He the one leaking." I was like, "Nigga,
Oh man.
you got one in, and I didn't even see it coming."
Yeah.
Or it's you can get 45 in, but if he gets that one and your eyes swell, they're like, "Oh nah, but you got the
Right.
speed, nah."
Yeah. Because a lot of people don't know what's going on. They see the after effect. Man, what
Right.
happened?
And you know,
Man.
lips they don't take much.
Yeah.
So we was in mid combo, and he stole on me, and I was like,
Oh,
so then we started fighting. Everybody run out, but I'm like, my tooth is here, my lip is here. That's
well,
how,
also
that's
you're
how
not
this
even
happened.
knocked out. You're
Right,
not even, you don't
no.
even
Right.
look. That's the thing. You know what's almost worse than getting stole on is getting pushed into some bushes you can't get out of.
Oh, yeah.
I
Come out
can
of
see
that.
somebody get pushed into some bushes.
like a spider
He was
web.
in there like, ooh, ooh. He was talking shit, but he was in the bushes. He got to the point where he was like asking for help a little bit. Like, asking
like
the nigga to
when I get out these
when I get these bushes.
It looked
You
like an
know how hard
upside
it
down
is to
chia
get
So
out
pet.
of the bushes?
And you come out with all kinds of.
of.
It's like a turtle. You just upside down chia pet.
can't
You
get
can't
out.
get leverage in
He
there.
could not get out the bushes. His shoe was one of his shoes was off.
That's a game we used to play. You walking by a bush, if someone's by the bush, you
That's
just push
so
them
hard,
in or
dog.
trash.
And then you come out
Especially
with
if you get
hella
if
debris.
you get in there, like it's like stabbing you.
You
You
get
get
hella
Oh,
debris
man.
on you.
Yeah. Spider webs, debris.
Them little berries you can't eat.
Oh my god.
You can't get the leverage.
Yeah.
You finally come out, you dusty,
That's the
bleed
worst.
out.
It's the worst.
That's the worst.
I didn't see some bush activity.
That's mad funny.
You push me in the bush, I'm gonna just stay in that motherfucker.
I mean, you might as well.
After
Wait
till
till the sun
nighttime.
go down.
You might as well.
There's no rolling out of
I ain't
it.
getting out of that.
Pull out my
shit.
phone out. Yeah. Who got a charger?
I'm chilling in there, bro. I'm
Might
not
as
getting
well.
out that
Charger.
bush.
Because to get out is just going to
Yeah,
be
it's so
ridiculous.
And I don't want to get out in
embarrassing.
front of people.
No,
It's too
no.
hard.
Yeah, I don't want nobody to help me
You
out.
like, you got one. When I get out these bushes, though, it's on the crack.
Then he walk in the middle of the street the rest of the school year.
You push in the bushes.
They need to
bro.
do that more to slashers.
What?
Like
Push 'em in
Michael
the-
Myers, Jason,
push 'em
push
in
him
the
in the bushes, man. Hood, Michael Myers. These little
With his
mask
face,
pieces
yeah, not
lifting up.
You see the knife come out the bush.
Yeah, he's swiping.
You hear the breathing in the mask.
The gardener coming through, like, still trying to weed
Chilling in
whack.
the bushes.
What would you
stuck
do
in
if you
there.
stayed in and the gardener came by? Would you be like,
I'm I'm gonna get help from him.
Oh, definitely.
He just gonna look you off,
Yeah.
gardener,
go
come on,
around.
Please, just
I ain't gonna say it. I'm like, brother. It's gonna be like a little quiet brother.
if you could just.
Bro, yeah.
Because you got to get that hand.
Bro, you know that hand gonna come out like.
brother.
What if he? What if he was like,
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it.
I saw everything. I saw it.
I saw it.
That's the sequel trailer. You see the hand pop out the bush.
Bushes are the worst.
That's mad funny, man. Bushes.
Bushes. It's worse
That's
than
what
getting
made that
knocked
Homer
out.
Simpson
Like
meme
you
kind of
said.
dumb. When you say fade to the bushes. Nobody really wants to do
No
that. If you
one
fade into the bushes, no one's ever gonna see you again. Like, you're not coming out of that.
We'll see this sketch on IG this week.
No, I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, somebody gonna get it.
Is that what they do? They just watch your show and then
When
make
you
sketches?
can't get out the bushes,
Yeah.
somebody be like, TikTok.
Oh, here's my question. What do you guys think Instagram has done to comedy? Do you think it's like it's a good thing, or because I see some people that do it really well, but there's so many people that do it terribly.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're just like, I feel like it takes away from the sanctity of comedy. That it like everybody has access to this. Everybody could just do it.
Right.
I don't know.
With-
I feel like
You talking about comedy as a whole?
no. Sketch. I mean sketch.
Sketch, yeah.
Because comedy as a whole, that too. But I meant sketch.
With me, I see it as there's a lot of first jokes going up on the internet, and I think I'm a trendsetter when it comes to comedy. So most of the stuff that I see on there, I'm like, oh, okay, I would have thought about that real quick. I'm usually attracted to comedy that I'm like, I would have never seen that coming.
Right.
But on
Oh,
IG,
first thought jokes.
yes,
Yeah,
a
where
lot
it's
of.
like-
But on IG, you got to get so many up. I see why a lot of first jokes are just.
Well, that's how I treat my social media. I don't care about anything that I put on there. Like it's stupid to me. Sometimes when they even laugh, I'm like, this took no effort.
That's as a comedian.
Yeah.
You're writing the stuff that you want to do
like,
down.
stuff I care about that goes on stage,
that's
that would
different.
go in something that. But the stuff I'm putting on social media, I'm like,
You might never hear me yell out "prove it" on the comedy
Right.
show.
Yeah.
If you're trying to sell them
got big enough,
T-shirts,
yeah.
right.
Oh, if they yeah,
You got that big enough?
Prove it.
the whole
His
crowd.
own special call.
I wouldn't do no jokes.
He come out the bushes.
Prove it, gang, where you at?
Yeah, I mean, I like the people who do it well. There's a couple of people who kind of kill it and they do like stuff where you're like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
But then there's so many people that will do like a version of that funny thing,
Yeah.
and it's just like,
Well, that's what happens. Is somebody does something and then everybody copies it,
Oh yeah.
and then it's just like
Then it's just
They
becomes-
water it
gets
down.
watered down. And
It's
watered
so
down and
much.
watered
A
down.
lot of people do. They what they do is they say, "Oh, you did that, but I'm gonna do that for my audience because I don't want my audience going over there, so I'll just do that same thing."
it's like business kind of.
It seems
Pretty much
Yes.
Coke and
Yeah.
Pepsi. That's all. That's all internet is. It's just,
We got McDonald's, y'all got McDowell's.
yeah. That's what it is.
I used to really think McDowell's existed. Does it exist? It doesn't.
It
Now
did for a
does.
minute.
It's like
They
a-
did
have a
for
fake
fun.
one, yeah.
Like on Halloween and stuff.
Yeah,
They'll bring it out. Yeah.
It's McDowell's for this weekend only.
That
But
kind of hurt. I used to try and like support black businesses, and I'm just like, where is that?
Where's McDowell's at? I want to pull up. Where they at? I do think too, like, you know, everybody think they funny now. Everybody.
That sucks.
You just be like, everybody's like, that's how you get followed. You know what I'm saying? You either ass and titties or you funny.
Or funny.
That's it.
They
Why
skipped
not both?
Yeah, they just be like,
Yeah, ass and titties is the punchline to a lot of the jokes.
oh man, you used to see it all the time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
People did slow it
ass
down.
and
though.
titties, they slowed down.
They slowed
tough.
down a lot.
They was-
Because
it
the
was
Me
ass
Too
and titty
movement was
first.
coming
Well,
over.
that
to
and I think
IG.
that people they just when you build your audience like that and you try to break away from it, your audience is like this we can't.
Nah, we can't.
We
put
want
ass
that.
and
Yeah, so a
titties.
lot of people got stuck because they was like, no, we met you. All y'all was doing was big booties and titties, and now you're trying to do stuff. We didn't come for stuff,
Right.
and it stagnated a lot of people. So I noticed it's a tremendous drop off because back in the early like Vine and early Instagram, that's
I
what
saw they was
everyone was
doing.
doing. Which is why I didn't do it. I was like, I'm not doing this.
And they
I'm
were
not.
freeze frame. They would make the cover, the
Yeah.
cleavage of the ass.
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
go, oh,
They
who's
was
not
drawing
clicking
people
on
in.
that? Everybody's clicking on that, men and women.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then you see their views go way down. Now they're not using it, which lets me know like you weren't good.
And
What-
then
what is it about titties? Just
The
make you click.
reflection.
Make you click on it.
because they just
Here,
look
because
good,
we're not
man.
allowed to.
But we see it all. Everybody here got some titties to go to, in real life.
Mhm.
But we still.
It's just eternal, man.
That's weird.
How we were built, huh?
It's eternal.
It's not even go to. You just got to see them. Like, hey,
Yeah,
what,
it's more of a
was that?
curiosity.
Yeah, it's
what
not
was that?
even like lustful.
No,
It's just like
it's a legit
it's
curiosity.
like art. You're like,
Mhm. They look fantastic.
Yeah,
so
they
it'd be
do.
like, oh.
even
like
even
oh,
bad
sorry.
ones.
Mhm.
Even bad ones.
Because
you're
have you ever
like-
gotten
you're
one,
like,
and then you're like, after you see it, you're like, okay, I'm over it.
I love a bad one. I
like
will.
bad
I
ones.
will send one
What's
to
the-
my friend. I'll be like, ha, 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 did you see this bad looking
Define a
titty
bad,
on
define
the
a bad
gram?
one though. They can't really get how or bad. Define a bad.
Are
Should we-
you?
If it's
Well,
like,
that's
like
bad boobs?
wait, let me,
Yeah.
let me- so
Oh,
like
yeah.
if it was
Guys,
real big,
we're
and
treading.
then-
We're treading on thin ice right now.
Oh, we talking about the.
Oh, we talking about the
talking
past.
about
Oh, I'm gonna stand behind
talking
this.
about the past.
I'm gonna stand
Go,
behind
go,
this. A
go,
bad
stand on
titty
it.
was a good titty went wrong. It's multitude of bad titties. There's the one that was full, then it got deflated, but it still got the full
Nice.
size.
I
Where it
like
got
that
the
one.
confidence of like, you know, it's like a big dick that goes soft, but you still got the big dick confidence. That's what that titty is. Then there's the new titty that it got the fake in it. So it looked real good up front, and then they lean over it, and you,
You
see
see
the
that
bag.
little
You
bag
like,
wrinkle?
Oh okay.
I
I
hate the
see the
bag
whole
wrinkle.
bag.
Yeah.
Okay,
The
yeah.
bag wrinkle.
The bag wrinkle.
yeah.
I'm like, nah, okay, that's a bad titty. Then you got the one where the nipple don't match the titty. Terrible.
Nipple
It's
don't
like
match the
real
titty?
small because they used up all the skin with the fakeness. So it's just like, damn, you wanted them that big that you gave up nipple
no
space?
More, no more
Nipple
areola.
Yeah, that's a bad titty.
I've seen bad. I remember that the worst I've ever seen, honestly, was in person going to a strip club. Like it was the girl working the front desk, and we're broke college kids, and then, there's a cover, and we're like, why should we pay to get in here? And she was like, well,
Oh, she opened it up.
the CDs.
Oh,
Y'all was like, oh.
what was they like?
They were awful.
But
They were like, you remember the show The Oblongs, where they would draw the little U's of the characters?
No.
So they were just like, they looked like taquitos with like an Oreo at the end. Like they were long and
man.
skinny with like these big ass areolas. It was just, so she pulled them out. She was like, the CDs. And we were like, how much is the cover again? And the cover was only $5.
Y'all pass. Y'all like, we're good.
And me being me, we're in college.
Yeah.
We're broke. I go, $5. That's 5 McChickens. We're good. And I left, and my boy was like, yeah, I can get it. And then we just started naming all the food things we could get. And she was like, slowly as we were talking, she was
Oh
like,
man,
Y'all didn't leave though. You
They
was like, I
didn't
get,
even
I
address
get
right.
220 pieces. I get 220 pieces. I
we was
get
like, $5 for that. And then we started going. He was like, so Papa John's got to. And
She probably quit that day. She
They didn't even address the breast.
Yeah, I am done with this.
Because I think she saw it in our face, though. She took him out. We were all kind of like,
Oh
man,
man,
I'd
that's
rather a
tough.
little
yeah,
Caesar pizza.
we just dipped out.
That's tough. You can get hot and ready for that.
Right. And we just left.
She's just sitting there with her
I'm
titties
hot
out
and ready
like,
right here.
And then we started talking about it like after, like, but why would they put her at the front desk? Like, why would she do that? You're trying
I'm
to be
sure
bringing
they
people
didn't give her
in.
that line.
Like putting
I'm
a-
sure she
Yeah,
thought that
she-
was the line. Yeah, this is gonna
Yeah,
get
she
them
probably
in.
was watching Total Recall, but like that girl had a third titty. You
I'm
did not.
sure that they told her not to do that.
Right.
I'm sure she tried that first. She's like, and I'm gonna be like, to see these. They were like, no.
Yeah, she was probably trying to work in the main club, but then they was like,
She
"We gonna have
took
to
him
move you
out.
to the front."
Stay here.
But she was an overachiever. It was like,
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna show them.
She wanted to
what
be
I
a
got.
stripper, and then she showed those. He was like, you gonna work the front.
Yeah, we're gonna put you in the front.
And
The
she was
front
like,
door?
this is my chick.
Man,
I'm
But
gonna
what
show
if
the
what if
bosses
that
to-
day we let her know that no, this isn't your calling.
Yeah.
Oh, she quit after that.
Yeah, she went back to school.
This isn't your
Or if
calling.
y'all all gave her the $5 and said, just go home. This will help you in your future.
This is for towards tuition.
tuition.
Just get out of here. Come join us.
Come back next
So
week.
like, that's
we'll
like a
give you
big
5 more.
800-pound person working a desk at the gym. You're going to be like, okay,
Mm.
I'll sign up.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I like a little dimple, little dimples in the legs and the butt. Sometimes I don't mind that.
I'm
I don't
into
need it
that.
to be full, like muscle.
Yeah.
I don't like too much muscle.
You mean the grip?
I'm into the dimps.
Just a little.
Yeah, I like the-
I'm into the stretch marks
indentation.
too.
I like the stretch marks. Yeah.
I do too.
I got
I'm
no
not a
beef with
stretch
marks.
marcher.
I like
No.
them.
You don't?
I got no beef.
I like
with
them on
it.
the side. I
marker.
like them on the side of the butt.
I like them on the inside.
Yeah, I like it all.
I don't like them at the bottom of the stomach. I'm like, nah, we could have hydrated. I'm all for you. We got
You don't like stretch marks?
it's hydration, man. Then they
Well,
got
bottom of the
vitamin
stomach
E,
ones, I
vitamin
give
A.
them. Well, you probably had kids, and
Yeah, you can't control
Oh, you just
that.
mean no kids stretch marks? Like, hey,
just I got
just
thick
don't
stretch
want-
marks
yeah.
on the hips.
It's
or
not a thick thing. There's so many thick women without stretch marks. It's a hydration, oilation.
whatever it
Take some
is.
time.
I'm in.
Take some
If you-
time for yourself.
Oilation.
If you don't have stretch marks, I would add some on to you. Like, I like them.
You would add some?
Yeah, like if we were building a Build-A-Bear. Here you go, baby. Stretch there.
I'm
A
into
little
those.
stretchy right
Draw those
there.
little stretch
Yeah.
marks. I got no beef with the stretch.
Yeah, I don't either.
I like, no, I like.
Zero beef.
It's not even. I like a big woman, small woman. I'm just like, take the time. It's a time thing. Because they say don't stretch marks form from not being hydrated and not oiling properly.
That
I
makes
don't know, because I got stretch
I don't know, I
marks.
got
I'll be
'em.
hydrated McGee.
No,
But
when
you
was
just
younger.
started though.
Huh?
Didn't you just start like a couple of years ago?
Getting stretch marks?
No. Hydrating.
No, I've always been a good water drinker. And like,
I remember you.
water and juice. I didn't carry a gallon. But I always drink water. Always.
There ain't no water and juice.
But I
I
remember
don't
my
know.
stretch
I
marks
believe
came
it
in.
started.
And I was a kid. I was in like 8th grade.
Oh wow.
You had stretch marks in 8th grade?
That's
Yeah,
early.
on my arms.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I thought it was a ringworm. Because this kid in class had ringworm. I was like, oh, it's contagious? I had never heard of it. And then they kicked him out of class or whatever for a while. And then I was like,
Tony was like,
man, I was like, yo, is this you know?
I don't know, Tony. You was big, small. Then I
Them
know you got
accordion.
some young pictures where you had white around your mouth for being dehydrated. You was a young Chicago
I don't know if that's
dude,
dehydrated
too.
because I never got stretch marks until I got big.
But you had white around your mouth?
No. What are you talking about? How did you get there?
The white around your lips. I thought stretch marks had to do with the size change.
That's what I thought because I
It
didn't
is
get
size
them until I
changing.
changed sizes.
Like working out, right?
Yeah.
But you weren't oiling and stuff. You just work out.
You were
and
like
put the-
super like big.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's just from. That's why when I originally said the stretch marks from girls being thick, and then he was like, "Nah, hydration and
Like
oils."
thick and then thinner, and then like they changing.
Because I was like, I didn't get any. I got them right when I started getting big. I got them in here, and then
That's when
when I
mine
lost the
came in.
weight, they like changed color, and they were like, "We're here now." They was like this is
Mine
it.
came in, they used to be real dark.
Yeah.
And then there's vitamin E, vitamin A. If they're light, it's vitamin A, and if they're dark, it's vitamin E.
I remember
Or it might
when
be the other way around.
my ex-wife had Serene after she had him. Her stretch marks on her stomach was super dark. They were like dark, and they just left. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, the skin is pretty crazy. They
It
can
is.
do all that, and then the darkness. I was like, man, I don't know if it's gonna change back, and it did.
That's tight.
He said, that's tough.
It is. I like the ability for like the human body to just
To heal itself.
Oh,
Wolverine
yeah.
style.
All that
weird.
We
stuff.
slow ass Wolverines.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
Slow, hella
Yeah,
slow.
we way slower than him, but
Super slow.
It's even crazy that a lot of people know that, but they still do the bad things where they're like, oh, no, you could, if your kidney's bad, if you stop doing this and this and this, it could heal itself in a
Yeah.
matter of a couple months.
Man, forget all that, man. I need this.
pass me that Snickers.
Yeah, man, I can't give it up. I need the transplant. Just give me a new kidney.
That actually bugs me how easily people will go to a surgery or like some crazy quick fix. And it's like we can do a lot of this stuff naturally.
Mhm.
Like don't do that.
Nah, man,
And-
forget that.
The
man.
doctor-
Cheat code.
Yeah,
the
and then they
doctors
just
a lot
be
of times be like, oh, you ain't going to do it. Here, take this medicine. It's
Right.
going to kill this other thing off. I ain't even going to tell you if you eat right.
and I don't
do
even
this right.
blame the surgeons or the doctor. I blame people. Like everybody wants the
Quick fix.
It's like okay, I need to lose 20 pounds, 20, 30 pounds. I'm gonna go get surgery. It's like
Yeah.
or you could just eat a little better and take some walks.
Don't nobody want to do that.
And
What
it's
you
just
hating on
like-
Funk Flex? You didn't see him on that table getting the
Who is that? Who the hell
fat
is that?
sucked out his butt.
That
putting his
Tahir?
arm-
Who is that?
Oh
Tahir.
yeah, I didn't know who that was.
I was like,
I was
who
like,
peeking
who
in
is
here,
that?
man?
What up to here?
I'm like with Chaz. I'm like,
Yeah.
get your
Yeah.
ass in here, sit down.
If you didn't have a red beard, I would have been intimidated. I just seen the red beard hanging out the side.
Yeah, man. But they don't want to do the work. Don't nobody want to be accountable.
No, and it's. I guess especially when it comes to like young ladies, I overheard like my cousins and stuff talking, and just how casually they talked about. I want to get this done and that. And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, just wait a second.
Nah, man.
Just wait a second. You don't even know how your body's gonna develop. You don't even know. Just chill out.
Oh yeah, because there's a lot of girls in high school that was a little skinny,
Right.
and then now they thick. And you're like, oh, okay, you
let it-
filled in.
Yeah, just let it happen. And whatever you have, somebody gonna like it. Even old girl at the strip club, I'm sure somebody at home was like, do the church thing. Yeah, she was like, yeah, that's where she got it from. Somebody gonna like
Well,
it.
every time he come home, hey,
He was like, had a rough day today, but then he was like, oh, shit,
I just made a
man.
mess in my pants.
man, this was in Montana.
Yeah.
No,
You could be
Oh,
my
that sound about
at-home
right.
stripper.
Yeah. Somebody gonna like, man, stop. And I hate to tell people, especially as we get older and you understand more about people, especially women and what they go through body wise or whatever. But it's like, don't run to surgeries. If you can avoid it, you know what I mean?
Man, they don't want to hear none of
They
that.
don't.
nah,
Well, girls get surgeries. I don't even think they
And
get it for
guys.
us. They get it for
It's for
each
themselves.
It's
other.
definitely for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, for them
For
and each
themselves.
other.
Well, I
Yeah.
feel better, this, that, and confidence
Well,
change and all that. But
What's weird is that a lot of girls don't understand like these, getting their hips done and their booties done and all that kind of stuff. This is like a trend. It's like the equivalent of what was that? Those clothes we used to wear back in the day. that was-
FUBU,
Yeah, it's the
Mecca.
equivalent of
Mecca.
FUBU and Von Dutch. It was like
Yeah.
trendy,
Yeah,
and then eventually it's gonna go away,
yeah.
and then they gonna be stuck with them weird hips
Right.
and their weird butt.
Yeah.
Like all like girls back in the '90s had them big hard titties.
The big
big
Baywatch.
Right, the ones where you hug them and you like, ah.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen with these butts.
Right.
So you're gonna know how old someone is.
By their butt.
Yeah, and then they come up with different, better ways to do stuff, like tattoos. Like I got tattoos, trash. Tattoos now, fire. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to wait it
DC
out.
got
A lot
one
of the
early.
trendsetters
Yeah.
on the butts got their butts removed. So now
Right.
it's like, oh man, dang.
Yeah, Kim Kardashian, her booty's not like big like that anymore.
Well, she got a
I think
butt
Chloe
reduction.
got
I think
one
so.
removed. I know. What's
She got one cheek removed.
K Michelle got some of the stuff.
What
got
if
it
you just got
removed.
one cheek removed? I got to get the
Slim?
money up for the other
For the
cheek.
next
so
one.
it just be sitting weird. Oh, you always leaning in. Hey, look out, man. I got to get the other cheek done. Because I'm sure that's got to be pricey.
Oh,
They got to take the butt meat out. That's a lot, man.
They
That's
got the
too
new
much.
things that the two like glass bowls that have the suction things on it. And the girls are putting it on their butts and laying in the house, and it just sucks like
Oh, I like that.
the fat to the butt. It looks funny when you walk in because it's just like two glass bowls. You're like, what
You
you
ever
cooking
seen it?
tonight?
Nah.
Be sucking on the butt to make it like
oh,
it's like
but it's
basically giving your butt cheek like a big old hickey or like a
Oh, wow.
puffing it out.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, do whatever. I
That
guess
seems
make
safer though.
Yeah.
than doing the actual
Going
Less
under the knife.
invasive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think what I'm saying too is like people act like surgery is like no matter every time you go under the knife, it's a risk.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's not like some light. Oh, this is a light. Every surgery can go bad.
Mm-hmm.
And also, every time you suck fat from somewhere, it's gonna come back somewhere else.
Also embrace your nature.
Right.
You know, be like, there's a bunch of weird shaped people in this world who are
Yeah.
okay with it.
Oh, they chilling.
Chilling.
They be at the water park like
Yeah. yeah.
having the time of their life. I've been like, man, this is what I'm talking about.
Like do what makes you feel good, of course.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you know,
same
make
thing.
yourself happy though.
Yeah, make yourself happy. But it's just
they be
and
living life. I'll be like,
but my thing too is even if you don't like it, I'm not saying don't change it,
Yeah.
but change it the right way.
yeah,
Is what I'm saying. I'm
As
not
best you
saying
can.
you have to just deal with whatever you have. But if there's other ways to do it, try to do it right first. Don't just be I'll just do
Man,
this.
I used to
And it's
want to
like,
be the fat, confident guy in the club with his shirt open, with the chain.
Them
and
dudes
just
be living their
all-
life. Taco
They
Man.
Bell.
super confident.
be
I'm like,
living their
man,
life.
I want to be that.
Be having the
Rick
prettiest
Ross?
girls.
And they smell sweet. Like, what?
Rick Ross shirt stale.
They watch you see one of them big confident dudes. They always smell sweet. You know, why you smell not like candy, but you like
Birthday cake.
yeah, like
Because I just think. What do you think?
I think it smells like a candle.
You smell delicious, my nigga.
man. You be like, man, you smell.
You want to see my busted challenge? I know.
No, man.
Busted.
DC. Come on, man.
For those that don't know, by the way, Damon, how many kids you got?
No comment.
He's a father.
He got 17
I'm a dad.
kids.
I'm a
He a
dad.
dad though for sure.
I'm a dad.
Dad,
For
dad.
sure.
I just want
Super
y'all to
dad.
know, just in
Yeah.
case you don't know, he's the
Dad,
Wayans.
dad. We in these
So it's
dad
just-
streets.
They come with kids.
We did. We born with
Y'all was
children.
born with kids. When David
Might as
came
well
out,
did.
he was holding another
I was like,
baby.
shh, the baby sleep.
Like, what? What? Y'all still got that tortoise?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Tortoise.
Tortoise. I tweeted that yesterday. I was like, cats and dogs need to have those tortoise lifespans for the family. They be
I know.
dying.
But
No,
tortoise
they
don't. But tortoise don't be like showing love like that.
No.
That's the
just
kind
be
of pet
like-
I need.
Yeah, they just be like,
Yeah.
You got to pet him on his head real quick, or it'll snap your finger.
Really?
no, he don't bite.
Oh, you don't have a snapping?
He don't bite. He don't bite at all.
You know how old
Oh,
he
that's
is?
dope.
He gotta be. I don't know, man. He either like 20, maybe 20, 25.
You got like who you gonna hand it down to? Because they live forever.
They be
Yeah.
old, man.
You don't want them fight. I want daddy's tortoise.
He's in the backyard. I remember your daddy.
Anything, hey,
Your dad was good. He was cool.
anything
guy.
ever-
This lettuce you feed me.
He
nah.
might be a little older than that, cause I remember one time he like always does that when niggas come around. So
Really?
I'm like what?
That's a segregation tortoise.
Alabama tortoise?
They was so- he,
Oh, it's just you.
he survived the open. That's when Open Necks was out. Some little black kid kept smacking him in his neck.
Wait, would
Sorry,
anything
old habit.
would anything attack him? Your tortoise, like a
They don't. He does this thing like if he feels like he's getting threatened, he boxes in and he goes. He makes this like hiss sound. So they don't know what. I'm sure coyotes like.
That's what I'm saying. Like a
sniff
coyote.
them and stuff.
Yeah.
They don't want to.
Can they get in there? Though?
Yeah, coyotes. I don't
if
think
he
coyotes
goes
are
in,
equipped.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
their
they can.
protection.
Yeah.
They're not equipped.
We
What
had
if
a
he was-
bob-
what
we
if
had
he
a
was
bobcat
taunting
in our
people?
backyard.
Really?
Like 2 days ago.
Oh,
snap.
Crazy.
Big old bobcat, just walking around at night.
Oh snap!
You
Y'all
seen
saw
it?
Yeah, I was like, let's ride it out, and I tried to open the door to see it, and it saw me, and it just went and jumped over the.
Did some mutant,
The
did some
bush.
mutant
Yeah.
shit, huh?
Doesn't that
Oh,
make you be
snap.
like, everything here, it could jump up here. Why do we have this
Yeah.
little gate if it just jumps
It
over?
jumps
Oh, yeah.
over so
they-
easily too. I was
Oh,
like,
cats.
Oh
are just-
yeah. If a little cat can clear some
Oh
shit,
yeah.
a big
Right.
cat.
You can be like,
Have y'all
"It's
seen
easy
that
work."
the video of the like up close in the safari? Like this gazelle is running by and the
Oh, I
lion-
saw that.
bro, and it shows it up close, and I was like, animals. I don't want no parts of an animal.
Nah.
That shit y'all was talking about the gorillas last week. The bear. Bullshit.
That's
That
what
bear
everybody
would
was saying
tear
in
your
the
asses
comment
up.
section.
I
They was
stand
like,
by it.
I
Beat
seen
the hell
That
out of
someone
a
bear
shot.
would tear your
I
ass
seen
Said
up.
you
someone
beat
shot.
that bear up?
I ain't seen
Jake
nobody
Craig
get
out
said
out
he
of
would
bed.
shake a bear.
I shake him. I juke him real quick. Spin move. Over.
A
Get me
bear, bro.
crazy.
Cut the Craig's
A
funeral.
bear.
You gotta hit him.
I'll juke that
crazy.
bear, you
The
know.
I
only
can't
chance
get
you
me-
have if the bear trips and falls in the bushes, then you good.
Toggle
Nigga,
spin,
he's
toggle
not gonna
spin,
go.
juke
If
move.
you done push the bear in the bushes, it'd be like,
Oh, and the bears running downhill is a myth.
what do you mean?
Yeah, you said that, right?
Yeah, I said that because
Yeah.
I saw, and then my brother sent me a video, and then I Googled it again. It was like myth, and I was like, I'll be damned. Now y'all telling me all these years I thought I could just run downhill. I got
Keon
fucked
running
up.
downhill, giggling. Ha! You'll never get
And he was moving
Yo,
downhill. I was
bears
like,
run 45 miles per hour.
yeah.
That's why you have to stand and
You
fight
ain't
it.
shaking no bear.
No,
Craig.
and it's in a room, and you have to get to the other side.
I can see the scene. Craig be like, I'm gonna juke
Or
that
else
bear.
the other room.
Cut to his funeral. It's just a picture of him. And the organ playing.
Or else the other room is a metal
Craig
room,
was a
and
good
there's
guy,
10
man.
bullets that are fired in there ricocheting, and you have to run through. I've seen people shot. I haven't seen nobody caught by a bear. Well, not in a room with my jukes. You know how
Craig
many
is
games
insane.
of tag I
Nigga
won?
would dine on you. They eat. They eat too.
They
oh,
eat
and the bear's
everything.
hungry.
Yeah.
In the scenario, the
Now
bear
you be
was
like,
starving.
they don't got the side
And
to
the
side.
Cubs are in danger.
Oh man, if the Cubs in danger,
Yeah.
they gonna
Craig
revenant
talking about
you.
ball up. No.
Show tag, man.
Long as you got these,
All right. Pops. You live.
we do it the right way.
You live to fight another day.
Picturing a fist trying to hit a bunch of bears' face.
Which one is this?
That's the
Yeah, we get
VPN.
the animals in our neighborhood, but I never see them. I just hear it on the Ring app. That's the most annoying thing.
We get the coyotes.
coyotes be tough in my neighborhood.
We get the praying mantis too.
Oh, we got those.
They be creepy,
They be
man.
chilling. They be
Yeah.
hanging on like the side of the door. You open the door and it's like on the door.
Yeah.
They
Looking at
arms
you.
are so
They
long.
creepy,
like,
man.
And their hands just be
Yeah.
got gout.
And I'll never forget that one slowly creeped up to my crib. Cause he was like, I live on the second floor, so I saw him at the bottom of the steps at the first floor. He was just like, yeah. I was like, oh shit. What
He
you
came
doing? Every time I was coming back home, he was getting closer and closer to my crib. So he went from the bottom, then he was in the second level of the staircase, and he was just like, yeah. I was like, yo, it's the same.
What if he
it's
was
the same
moving, but he
brand
only
name.
froze when he saw you?
Oh, he
Like,
definitely stopped, but his head would watch me.
Yeah,
though.
they
He'd
watch.
be like, because you can see what they're looking at. And then I come back again, he's at the top. So I'm like, oh man, this dude, where are you going, bro? And he was just like, yeah. He watched me go in the crib because I'm looking at him, he's looking at me.
I like that he thinks he's the best hider. He's like,
right.
Man.
What if he thought he
He
was
don't
being
even know.
sneaky though?
You don't even
But
know.
it's been like 4 days, but he thinks it's
Yep.
he'll never see me.
Came back again, he's on the screen door. And I'm just like, this
Oh,
dude.
he was trying to get to it.
And then this is when Brandon was staying with me still. Brandon killed him though.
He killed him.
Yeah, because I seen
You don't kill
particles.
praying mantis.
You kill him on the first
Yeah,
step,
I
not
was
at
like-
the top.
I was
Right,
like,
he didn't-
I was like,
the
Brandon,
journey.
did you kill the praying mantis? He's like, yeah, man, he was in here. And I was like, no,
He
man.
got
What
in
if
the
the-
house.
He made it.
Hood niggas don't
What if
care.
the whole time though he did all this work just to be like, Tony, I'm a fan.
I just wanted
the
to
voiceover.
say, I just wanted to make sure it was you first. And then-
I wanted you to film me coming up the steps.
Right.
Boy,
Be
the
Lou
secret to
Kim.
life.
Could I get a pic?
He killed him. I was like, you had to kill him. He's like,
He just wanted to
man.
meet you, dog.
Yeah.
I'm your Mulan.
Man.
Praying mantis.
But that was so creepy just to see his transition to get in the house. I'm just
I
like,
try not to kill insects unless I absolutely have to. If you're in the bathtub and all that, you know what I mean? Sometimes you might have
If they're in my house,
Yeah.
If they're outside, your domain.
No, but
You
inside,
good.
I still
house,
try to
I'm
let them
like,
out. If
ah.
they're inside,
I catch them all the time.
yeah, I try to catch them
I'm
and let
like,
them out.
Yeah, I used to
bro.
kill spiders all the time.
Right.
But then this is weird.
Mm.
I feel like they sent out a message to all the other spiders, like, this nigga kills spiders, harass him. And so I remember one time I was laying in bed, and I look up, and it's on the other side. There's like a little spider, not even little, it was like probably like this big, on the
no,
other
that's
side of the
big.
room, on the ceiling.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it, and I was like, you better not come over here. And it literally was just crawling right above my head. I was like, you better not drop on me. And it dropped right on my face.
Oh, no web?
Yes.
I like
just
the
dropped.
threat.
It didn't
Oh,
just,
hell
yeah, it just
no.
went. And I was like, I hate spiders.
Did he grab you by
It's
the
a-
eye like, Jason?
We heard.
My neighbor,
Snatch you up by your eyebrow.
we heard, but
I
We
like
heard
him
what you
watching.
did.
You better not.
I literally
You better
sang this
not.
out loud.
You better not get on my face. I'm telling you, you gonna try
Yo, he
me.
did that on
He
purpose.
did it
Right.
on purpose, and then I stopped. Ever since then, I stopped killing spiders, and they don't mess with me no more.
Yeah.
No, because once you kill one, you got to leave them on the wall.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you
I do that.
hungry?
I do that with flies
Send a message.
sometimes.
And the rest see them. They
They
be
be like,
like,
oh, we ain't supposed to be in here.
You know that when flies land, they throw up, suck it up, doo doo.
That's what I heard.
Every time they land.
That's
Like,
why they're
every
always.
time,
That's why they're
though?
Yeah, and then they was doing
Wiping
this. They're
their-
like,
They always doing
Yeah.
that.
wiping their hands.
oh,
Get that
flies
doo
got it
smell
now.
off.
I try to let them out, but flies are
that
musky.
dude smell off.
I rarely see them now, but when they do come in the crib, if the
Right.
cats don't get them, usually though I can get them out without killing them.
I be
They
open
always
the
go
door,
to the
yeah.
screen door.
You can
Yeah.
get them by the door, yeah.
what?
Once
The
the
flies.
fly,
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they will always go to the screen
I just
door.
like,
When
get
it's
outta
sitting
here.
on there, I just open it and they out
Right.
of
Because they only
Yeah.
got a month to live, so I'd be like, yeah, go enjoy.
But when they start playing with the lights and shit.
Yeah, but usually the cats would be a dead giveaway because that's they be trying to get them. Sometimes they do, and they be eating them. I be like, ugh.
Tony, I don't know how you like cats so much, man.
I love them, man.
I feel like you're the only black dude I know who likes
I like cats now.
Nah,
You like cats?
Shane?
I
He
like
don't have none. He likes other
Shane?
people's
Yeah.
cats.
I said you're the only black dude I know.
Cats are dope, bro.
Paige likes cats.
Mm?
His cats don't like him.
They're dope. They're because they
They're
just
dope?
chill.
Why?
Yeah, because when they want to be bothered, they want to be bothered, and they show love when they want to show love. But then when they don't want to fool with you, they
You go
yeah.
outside
Leave
and
you
play
be.
with
Yeah.
play with a cat. You
Nah,
don't
them
have
the
to
little
stay
straight,
home.
them the little you can't mess with them.
They
Little
got the
rabies
same
eyes.
attitude.
There be cats in the community when I be walking through. This is brown one. He always run up. He be like, "Yeah, where you going?" And then he'll lay down in front of me. I'll be like, "What's up, dog?" And then I'll just keep moving, and then he'll do what his thing. But you know, my cats,
Yeah.
they be social. Like,
do
when
you
you
mean?
come to my house, man, midnight be all up
on
in
my
your
lap.
mix. That's you put the bag down. They be like, "What you got in here?"
I don't like when they be doing that, when they put their nose.
Oh
a little bit
yeah,
on
they
you.
be
Like, don't put your little nose on me, man.
they be sniffing it tough. They was all on DC.
they
when
was-
he came
yeah.
over.
Like,
Midnight
you
was
like,
on
you
his
like them
shoulder.
because of him, because of his cats.
Other cats.
You like cats, Greg?
No, I'm like, get your lint off me. They want to come rub on you. I'm like, you linty.
Now
I
that
don't care
I
if
don't
you-
like. I don't
yeah,
like
fresh
you know
brush.
the fur, but you know.
But I'm allergic too. Like my throat.
Maybe that's why I don't like them as much. I'm kind of allergic to them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I'm
Sabrina's
allergic to dogs
allergic.
too. But I like
You
dogs.
take the, you
Dogs
take
are
the
dumb
allergy
enough to
dog.
like. You're just like the dumb friend. You're like, yeah, all right, go chase this stick. He
That's
did it
true.
50 times.
Is your tortoise that stays outside?
Yeah.
I just imagine him inside.
He tries to come in. Like we'll open if we leave the door open, he'll just come in and be like, "What's
What y'all
up?"
doing in there?
He's so slow.
Either come in or stay out. Hold on, man. Let me get my thoughts together.
What does he eat?
Like vegetables and fruit. Like you give him a lot of what's that called? Dandelion root. All this vegetables. Like
Oh,
I just put on a big old pile of that stuff, and he just
Yeah, Dr. Sebi died.
there you go. Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
He loved Dr. Sebi.
Yeah,
I wanna
he
get
was
videos
my
for
guy.
him.
I want to get one, but I want to wrap it. Like I want it to have like the New York Yankee emblems on it, or like
you gonna put
Louis
'em on?
Vuitton. And just be like, yeah, that's my tortoise out there.
Give him a
balling.
chain. You gonna like, you got that neck for it.
I just gotta make sure the kids don't slap him in the neck. So
Yeah, keep that. How'd y'all
Open
get
necks.
the tortoise?
So the lady who used to babysit my son, a friend of hers had the tortoise and was like, I'm about to sell this tortoise to this restaurant, and they gonna basically make soup.
oh wow,
And then I was like, no. So I just bought him off of him like $100.
Saved his life.
Yeah, man.
He got no clue.
I didn't even know it was gonna make. Yeah, no clue.
He got no
You should
clue
tell
you
him. He'll
saved
stop
his life.
flinching. You niggas are good people.
You know I saved your
You
life,
niggas.
man.
No, he liked me. He flinched with everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah, but he mainly flinched off.
So you're one of the
shadows.
good ones.
I'm one of the good ones. Yeah,
You be talking to him?
yeah. In Spanish,
Really?
bad Spanish. His name is Guapo.
Ah.
Ugliest thing. It's Guapo. I go, hola, Guapo. Every time, and he'd be like,
Yeah. We out here.
How often do they eat? Like I could do a tortoise. Like a dog is like too much. A cat's
Dogs
too much
are too much,
responsibility.
dogs are too
Tortoise
much.
seems
It's like
like
a kid.
Too much. Yeah.
I don't want the dog to burn the house down, but a tortoise,
Dog-
you could leave it for like a week or two without eating. I'm good.
Yeah, because they don't even like drink water that often.
Oh
Man.
damn.
Yeah, I
Low
mean, I
maintenance.
fill it up just to like form, but
It seems like I need a tortoise.
Just to
Yeah,
look like
tortoise
good,
is chill.
just
That's
to
what
look
I
like a good
need,
pet
bro. I
parent.
don't like cats and dogs. I just need too much. Keelan got a fish. I don't
Cat-
mind little Santana.
The fish.
his name is Santana.
Yeah. Well, he named the first one's name. He called him Jackson because that's his middle name, and then he died, and then he got the next one. His name was Santana because that's his middle name. So he named him after his brother.
That's cute.
That's dope.
So and he a social fish.
Mhm.
Like every time we pop in the room, he be on the screen. Like, yeah.
Really?
And
What
he
kind
like,
of fish?
It's the beta.
That's called a social fish because it comes up to. I thought it was like,
I
hey,
thought no,
check
because
out
a lot
what
of
up.
fish
Where we
hide.
leaned out through.
like
A
Charlie.
lot of fishes, you know, they
Yeah,
hide
so he
in
come to
the.
the
He got the whole
glass.
aquarium thing. So a lot of times they hide behind stuff. But I mean, he be pulling up.
I need
That's
some
dope.
backflips or something.
Yeah.
That's
You just
why
be
I
leaning.
got too much expectations for my pets. That's why I can't have none.
Well, I didn't even want the fish. My auntie bought him the fish, and then just he came home with a fish. She's like, "Oh, I bought him a fish." I was like, "You don't buy
He was in the
other
bag.
people's." Yeah, I was like, "You don't buy other people's kids." Cause now I gotta get an aquarium. I gotta get all this
You
other
gotta
stuff. I
maintain
didn't.
the
I didn't
aquarium.
sign up for none of this.
That's a
or
big
you could
thing,
let
man.
it die in the bag and be like, yep, that was it for the day.
Oh
I was
damn.
like,
My brother one time when we was little, he got my grandma a fish. We went and we got the whole thing done. And, you know, can we come to the house, knock on the door? She opened the door and he's like, "Grandma, I got you a fish." She was like, "You don't never buy a woman no fish." He had to give it back.
Dang. Shut that gift
right.
down. I will never buy a
Don't
woman
never buy a woman
fish.
no
what was her reasoning for that?
You,
Oh. All right, well.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean,
I get it.
I never thought about that.
I
but
didn't
now
either.
I'm just
Neither,
like, oh.
I didn't, there's a lot of stuff I don't think about though.
now
like, what we were
thinking,
talking
how
about
many
at the,
people can I send fish to?
Right.
like what we were talking about at the
Utmost
party
Who has
disrespect.
offended me in
with the
the
kids
best
being
disrespect.
presentable.
It's a
Oh,
whole
yeah, yeah.
flounder.
He said
Never
what?
thought about it.
Cause like my aunt, I was at visiting my pawpaw like 2 weekends ago, and we were talking about like, you know how black people just do stuff and we never know why.
Mm-hmm.
And like one of the things is like you always got to look presentable. Like when people come over and when you leave, and like why we care so much about our looks. And I didn't know that the reason why they do that is because when predators are coming around to try to like take a kid, they look for the kid who looks like no one cares about them.
Oh.
So they're looking for the kid that looks unkept, or because like nobody's
Right.
looking out. If you're dressed up and your hair's in there, like
gonna be-
somebody's
yeah.
obviously loves them or is taking care of them. But the kid who looks like, you know, kind of raggedy, they're like, oh, maybe nobody's looking out for them. I can get that one. And so that's why for years black people would be like, get dressed, you know, blah blah, like. And then as far as even keeping our kids close, you know, because back in the day, if your kid wanders off, he's dead. Like that's just it. Or you're playing with a little white kid, they'd take your kids and steal them, sell them off, whatever. So we keep our kids close even now because that's what we've always passed down because they used to take our kids and shit. So like all the like little black stuff that we do is like been passed down. We just don't know why we do it. Like
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to figure out why we had to clean the house on Sundays. I wonder what that or Saturdays. What was that about? What was,
That's just a lie.
why is that a thing?
that's
Why are
just-
we late to stuff? Certain stuff I want to know why we did
I
that.
don't think the best dressed kid will get it first.
Yeah.
No, because it's like somebody's gonna look for them.
Like the pedophile will be like, "Oh, you teasing me."
A little fine ass.
With that face.
It's like the gift. It's like a gift under the tree that's wrapped the best. You're like, hey, that one must be the most.
Yeah.
Because
that
and
must
my
be
auntie,
nice.
she works at the prison, so she talks to a lot of people, and they all have the same stories. Like the coach could tell.
I guess it's
the
like
priest
pimps-
could tell.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever
always
could
look for
tell
the
which
runaway.
one.
That's
was
how
like-
Sandusky was. Sandusky was getting the ones who
yeah.
had no dad
Right,
around.
and who just
you
look
know.
like no one gives a shit. So like when they be going, I'll be like, no, put on. You're gonna look.
They be in tuxedos.
Right.
Put your tux on.
Dress
Comb your hair.
shoes,
Park.
the shiny dress
Yeah.
shoes. Like, man, this is
Like,
what
you
he
can't
said.
molest me, son. My
Right.
father loves me. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, that's how
Put
they
your
do it.
accent on.
Right.
Your British accent.
Pardon?
Yeah.
That's sad though, man.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, what if you just can't afford
Right.
stuff? You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, I'm loved down here. Look out,
Right.
man.
What are you going to do? No, nobody's coming to pick me up.
Pedophile,
Izzy.
look at him.
I wonder
Right.
if there's like a child molester, like a guy who only molests
I'm
guys.
sure.
He
I'm
only
sure.
fucks guys.
Or like a
that
serial killer,
molest
like
kids. Yeah,
something?
he's
Yeah.
like
Oh,
the
I'm sure-
Dexter,
I'm sure
but
the
for child
Dexter-
molester.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They're in jail.
They're in jail for sure.
Yeah.
They're in jail. They wait
They can't
for the
wait for them.
pedophiles
Yeah.
come in, then they
Uh.
rape them.
Sex offender, huh?
And
You
they
like
should be
kids?
free. They should be.
That's nice.
Got your kids right here.
What you in here for? Murder? Nah.
What does that
nah.
even mean? Look
Keep
out.
pushing. What you in here for? Huh? Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, you just you beat a kid. Nah, keep pushing. What you do? All right. Yeah.
My man.
You like kids?
Near with
huh?
me.
Yeah.
But I would put money on that dude's books. Like, good job, man.
Yeah.
He's
He's a hero.
He's a hero.
I
For
wonder
sure.
what he did to get in there though.
I can't support a rapist. A rapist.
I
You're still a
can.
rapist. This
If I
rapist-
can support, if I'm in prison and there's a guy who only like rapes child molesters and rapists,
Hero.
that guy's a hero.
Hero.
Because to me, those are like the two worst crimes.
So
like,
rapist
ever.
plus rapist equal.
Yes.
At least he
Like,
raping
do it.
adults.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
Like
he
the
raping
negative
adults.
and the
Right.
negative equal a positive.
Exactly. Simple math, Craig. Come
Yeah,
on,
he
man.
raping people that can talk back. Don't do this to me.
Yeah.
Don't do this to me.
If you're a rapist and you rape rapists and molesters, yes.
Yeah, you got
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good
that
for
man a-
taking
get that
Solid, man.
Get that man
you're
a
good
cake.
guy.
Yeah.
Give him a cake.
They listening to this episode right here. Hey
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Keon, get me.
Because they got it on.
We don't
they
get
got
enough.
it.
We
In
don't
jail,
get
they
enough
got it now.
acknowledgement.
Thank
That's
you,
big.
man.
Thank you,
Appreciate the
Keon.
shout
Good.
out.
What if they
Hey,
hold the phone
you
up
got
right
a
now?
fan.
This is
You got
what I've
them
been
fan
trying to tell
letters. You gotta get fan letters.
You
Like,
got
yeah,
a fan
man.
in here.
They on the
I
Patreon
can't
right
wait
now.
I can't wait till Keon drops those the rapist t-shirts.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm getting that.
Rapist
I'm
plus
a fan.
rapist
Tank
equals
top of
hero.
that.
If you're a listener, I'm a fan.
I'm a fan.
fan.
They out there though.
They
They
are.
are.
Keon, get me.
Because those people are
I'm
just the
writing my
worst.
letters.
Just the worst.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Y'all ever look up the sex offenders in your community?
Mm-hmm.
Check that chart out. Like, who's out here? Especially if you got kids.
Does it
You
say
can
what they
look.
did on there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They're pretty lenient on them people for some reason. It's weird.
It's what?
It's tiers. Like
Oh, it's tiers.
red, yellow, and green.
Ah.
What's the bottom?
The red would be the worst.
Oh, okay.
I live.
Somebody in your area with a red tier probably.
So green could mean they like peed in front of a school, and then
Yeah, something like car sex.
okay.
I live in a neighborhood where I don't think that they would even show the dots
Oh, really?
because because they don't want to. They prefer business over.
Oh, that's
Oh,
trash.
wow, that's
man.
crazy.
Right.
Yeah, because I tried to look it up one time, and there was like none in the area. I was like,
Which is
Mean
impossible.
shit.
And then rich people
You
know
really
how to
are these rich white guys?
rich
No.
people know how to
Right.
disguise it more. They probably got the house under a company name that they're living at. And they're like, nah, I'm not gonna put it under my name.
And they got the wealth to.
Is that even legal? I thought you had
No, it's
to.
not legal,
yeah,
man.
you
They
have
get-
to
You have to be on the
register.
registry.
what?
I
Well,
watched enough SVU to know that.
Right, you gotta register.
And that show's kind of fire.
They have
It's so
money,
fire.
so they find loopholes to the legalities.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a couple of
Elon.
there has to be just from percentages.
Oh, absolutely. They in that community.
Shit.
Tough.
They,
Those
they
the biggest
did well.
perverts.
did
But they
well.
got they got the money.
Who?
Rich people?
Oh yeah. Perv Central.
Perv, yeah.
When you
Perv
could-
Griffin.
you buy-
Griffin.
Perv Albert. All of it, man. We use ExpressVPN to
Blue guys, I can hear
do
you.
the ads.
pay the bills, man. You gotta be quiet.
When you use the internet, man, the sad thing is most of us have very little choice because, you know, the ISPs operate like monopolies in the regions that they serve. Then they use this monopoly power to take advantage of customers, data caps, streaming, throttles, the list goes on. But most of all, many ISPs log your internet activity and sell that data to other big tech companies or advertisers. So whatever you're looking up, whatever you're checking out, they get that information to these companies and be like, oh, so they into this, they into that. So now they're getting all your info. So ExpressVPN is a simple app for the computer or smartphone that encrypts all your network data and tunnels it through a secure VPN server so that your ISP cannot see any of your activity. So when you get the busted challenge, you know what I'm saying?
Or
They're not
watching
seeing
people
that.
pee.
Watching
Huh?
people pee.
They'll
on
never
the
know.
That happened a long
couch.
time ago.
You know what I'm saying?
They won't know who watched it. That's all.
Yeah.
They don't know
Keep
where
your
you at.
privacy. You're looking at privacies.
Just think about how much of your life is on the internet. Sadly, the list of people you've messaged, sites you've visited, and videos you've watched get tracked by tech giants so they can sell your information into profit. So I'll be like, man, they out here selling information. How much they selling it for?
That's what I want.
How much,
How
is
much
my
are we worth?
How much is my information worth?
Right.
if you
wanna
have
know.
a couple million subscribers,
I'll be looking the stuff up, man. I'll be like, why is my ball so heavy? You know what I'm saying? I don't want them all to be my mix.
melanin is, I think, worth $400 right now. It's like a per, I think, gram or something like that.
With the actual,
Melanin.
really? You can buy it?
I don't know. All I know is that if you Google how much is melanin worth, it'll show it. It's weird.
So our skin is worth a little something, a little pretty penny.
Oh, I'm sorry, you still promoting?
Oh, we can go back to it. We flow in and out. So anyway, stop handing over your personal data to ISPs and other tech giants who mine your activity and sell off your information. Protect yourself with the VPN to trust to keep it private online. Visit expressvpn.com/issues. That's Express, EXPRESSYPN.com/issues to get your 3 extra months free. Go to expressvpn.com/issues right now to learn more. Yeah.
Gonna go back into the episode.
We can go back, right back a minute.
Yeah, they have to probably edit that in anyways.
Yeah,
We only have one.
No,
No,
we
we
got to
gotta
do
do
a
another one.
HelloFresh as well.
Yeah, the HelloFresh.
You can do it.
I don't. Yeah. I can do that right now. Actually.
HelloFresh.
It just got dropped off this morning.
Okay.
I don't know what 3 meals I have yet, but I got I'm looking forward to it. I haven't had a bad one yet.
HelloFresh is coming through in the club.
I've not had a bad one.
And would you
yet.
say it's cheaper than going to the grocery store?
Yeah, because what is it?
Spot blower. You like,
Y'all do
oh,
that,
no, don't say that address.
I had to read this over anyways.
That's to your agent's office.
I got depressed. I gotta go downtown LA, and I was trying to look at the
Right.
traffic. Yeah.
Downtown LA sucks, man.
Oh, it's trash.
It's one of the worst downtowns in the country.
Absolutely.
Downtown a little bit. You just gotta go.
It's
The clubs
horrible,
are
Fred.
Filthy
I was
down
just
there.
gonna say the restaurants are all close, and you go hopping from restaurant to restaurant.
Smells
that
like-
happens
smells
to
like
sell
shit.
liquor and
Eat
have
out.
people
It's
there.
horrible,
I cook
Craig.
at the house.
I guess
Downtown
that's
LA.
better.
Yeah, I
Cooking
cook
at the house, man.
He don't. He don't like. He ain't a chef, but he.
I be cooking every day. I use HelloFresh now. You know what I mean? Because it's convenient. I got the kids that I'm dragging everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy. It's fast. 4 in 5 HelloFresh customers say that HelloFresh helps them lead a healthier lifestyle with delicious, low-calorie, carb-smart, and vegetarian options available each week. It's 28% cheaper than shopping at your local grocery store and 72% cheaper than a restaurant meal without sacrificing the quality. If you were like me, you heard the keyword cheaper.
Yeah. 72%.
Cheaper. Yeah, that's huge.
Man.
Look, I'm guessing, but I'm sure it's 100% easier too.
It is. What I do like about it though is it gives you everything you need, like there, like exactly. You ain't got to measure. You ain't got to because everything you need right there. All you ever have to add that you have to have on deck on your own will be like butter, salt, pepper if it's called for. Other than that, they're like, here you go, add as you need it. The meals be good, and this is coming from a black person. The meal I only be having to add salt and pepper. Like I don't really be needing. A lot of times you get some stuff you got to add.
Yeah.
Hella to make it. Nah, this is straight. It'd be good. If you go to HelloFresh.com right now, /issues12 and use the code issues12, you get 12 free meals for free.
That's a lot of eating, man.
Right.
That's a lot of eating. 12 free meals?
Yes. And includes free shipping.
Yo, I'm selling the melanin. Sign me up.
So again, that's HelloFresh.com /issues12. Use the code issues12 for 12 free meals, including free shipping.
Get in on that, DC.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up on HelloFresh. I always say it. I'm pulling up
I
on that.
ordered the vegetarian calorie
That's her.
joint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've tried different ones. I got the family meal one time, but it was like a lot of pastas and stuff to feed the family. I got carb smart one time. Those were good.
Yeah, that's the one. Calorie smart. That's
Yeah,
the
I got
one,
those. I never got the
Calorie
vegetarian one yet, but they'd be good.
You
I like
vegetarian now? Right?
Mm.
I like that.
Yeah.
Vegetarian, not vegan.
I'm mostly vegan, but I don't like to claim it because, you know.
Yeah.
Pressure.
Somebody see
No,
you
Not,
with
not
because he
really
still-
pressure.
he
It's
still-
just,
No, he
I
just-
don't
he
want to
dabbles.
offend the,
Yeah.
Right.
like I won't always.
If you taking a little cheese.
I'll be cheese. I don't do, but like
Nah, not
it'd
cheese.
be
Butter.
like if I get a cookie, it might be milk chocolate in there, or they might have used butter or milk in there, and I don't always check for that. But that's pretty much it. Or like if I want a pancake, I'll be like, man, let's just, if I go to Cracker Barrel, I might dabble in the pancakes.
Right.
Yeah, I get closer and closer to being a vegetarian.
Yeah.
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 I did it
I
cold
do
turkey.
fish right now. Oh, you did?
Mm.
Yeah, I can't. I did vegan, and I was like, this is too much.
Yeah.
Cold turkey. Then I went vegetarian, and then I still do fish sometimes.
Salmon.
See, I went vegan
Even
and gained weight, and I was like, man, thought I was supposed to be losing weight because I found all the little
Snacks.
the dope spots. No, I had the
Yeah.
dope vegan spots. It's like,
I
man,
could-
it ain't
yeah.
even like you eating vegan, and it
Yeah.
wasn't. It was fat.
Because people be like, oh, the Oreos is vegan. You're like, oh. And then the
Yeah.
purple bag, the sweet chili Doritos, vegan.
Mm,
Like,
sweet chilies.
Calories is
people be
calories, man.
jumping in.
They be diving in. I thought you was vegan. Hey, look, man, filth. Fries is vegan.
I don't be judging vegans, though, depending on your reasoning.
What do you mean?
Because some people just be like, I'm just going to try it just to try it. Or some people be like, I just, like in his case, he was like, I was doing these voiceovers and I just, couldn't do it anymore.
Oh, that was why?
I was
No,
like,
it's just I've always felt sorry for animals
Yeah.
my whole life. I just be like, man, if I had to kill you myself, I wouldn't be able to do it.
Same.
And so I was like, since I just felt like a coward because I can just go pick up the meats, but if I had to do it myself, I couldn't do it. So I was just like,
I could kill a fish. Because they don't got eyebrows. They can't show you how, like, this hurts. They just be like,
no.
sideways, too. Yeah.
I've seen too many of these murder shows, and they always say if you kill animals as a kid, that's the sign of a murder. And I was like, what if you grew up on a farm? Is that like?
Oh, yeah.
I think they mean like the extra, like
Yeah,
in the
for fun.
backyard,
Yeah. Torturing
experimenting
cats
on a
and
cat.
shit.
Yeah, like
Jeffrey Dahmer
the
was doing that.
Iceman. Remember Iceman?
Iceman, too, yeah.
He would tie cats' tails together and then throw them over like a one of the clothing lines,
Mhm.
and they would just fight.
Oh, like
to
some
the death.
shoes?
Yeah, but I'm thinking
How do you
hundreds
even
of
tie their
pigs on
tails together? How do you like
That's
catch
how
them?
crazy you got to be.
Because don't they be
Because
scratching
they
and
scratch
clawing?
you. Yeah, he don't even care. He focus.
He got
Focus.
cat calming game. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's not right. You gonna get some tuna in there, sweetie teeny.
Yeah, but I do know that meat eaters are more annoying than vegans ever been. Being on
Because
the other side of
vegans
it.
are minorities.
No, because it's like, everybody, vegans are annoying. Every time I have a conversation or I post a meal that might be vegan, the media's come in there talking shit every time. And it's like, I always got to have a conversation when I bring it up. It's like, man, it couldn't be me every time. So
Why
it's just
why
like,
should people care about what someone else eats?
every time?
I think they're just. I think a little bit of them gets what you're saying, and so they just have to defend their stance.
Man, and I'm not even coming in a place of judgment. I'll just be like,
This
'cause
is
I
what I
always
ate,
reminisce
yeah.
about meat.
When I went vegan, I noticed that your senses are increased, which made me not like it as much. Like I could smell like someone that ate excessive meat. You're like, oh, this smell like a deli, bro.
It smell like a
What
rib.
the hell coming over here? Cook yourself, bro. You
Pastrami,
smell
huh?
like raw meat over here. But that's what made me stop because I was like, oh, this is. If everybody do this, cool. But just me, I'm like, I can smell everything that ain't what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
I don't care either
Your
way.
doo-doos are heavier when you eat meat.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Got
It's
yeah.
like
some
you-
sploosh to it.
When you got a bunch of greens in you, it just goes through you.
I think people on both
I got
sides
a
just be
little
so
kakoosh.
defensive
That's
that
like
they just be
Cannonbird.
doing the most. Like if you post something, you didn't say, "Hey guys, you have to eat this." You didn't say
Never.
nothing, and they
Right.
they're so defensive off some other vegan that was
Once
over the
you
top.
said vegan,
Yeah,
I
it's just
was
like
out.
because you got extremists in every single thing you want, whether it's religious, whether it's food, whether you got the extremists, and people are so scarred from extremists, everybody just goes straight defensive.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
judgment of it.
People
It's when
love-
people judge.
sorry,
Yeah, it's like when people judge and they're like, "You still eating meat, or you only did?" That's when people get.
Oh yeah, I can
Anal.
see
And
that
They're
being
and they're
annoying.
scarred,
Right,
and they're
yeah.
just like,
Oh, people love going at Tony. I be looking through your
Man.
comments, man.
Tough.
You used to just have happy people in your comments.
Not anymore, man.
Now you got Get all these like racists in your comments.
Man, it'd be a food fight in my comments
It's
section.
crazy, man.
Tough. It'd just be
Even
like,
if you post something that has nothing to do with any of it,
Mhm.
they want to be like, and another thing.
Yeah,
they
they
come
add
back
on
from
shit.
a post.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
who's getting shot
Right.
now? I'm like,
Like, what are you racist against Irish? Why you say Kirkpatrick?
Right.
What if you don't leave me? I seen someone say that. You got
man.
something against Irish?
like, come on, man.
Do you think you had a part in that? Do you think you set it up like that? The
Well,
arguing?
like, because I'm always speak on, black behalf. So once you bring that to the table, and then the biggest be like, well, what about black on black crime? Or
I
whatever,
can't stand
sick
that
to comedy,
argument.
all that,
I see
all
a lot
that
of
is
black-
coming with it.
I see a lot of black people who've been doing that lately.
Oh, when I talked about the Asian hate,
Right.
here they come. Black people made me turn the comments off, not white people.
Wow.
On that.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, shut up, man.
Shut up.
Because they act like we can't double dip.
Well, it's the time.
You
for-
got to be about the black community and nobody else.
A lot
I
of
don't
people
believe
have
in
to
that.
understand empathy. You could stand with the black community, but
Right.
still.
Right.
have
I
empathy
can't see
for-
you get, smacked out just because you Asian and sit there and
Right.
be like, man, it's crazy.
You didn't help us.
Yeah, you was mean to us. That
Yeah.
particular man that just
Right.
got slapped down called you a racial slur.
Crazy.
This particular guy.
That's crazy.
So it just be like,
Yeah, man. It's by design, man. You know, it's all designed to keep us separated.
right.
You know,
And we feed into it.
I mean,
Feed right into it. Like, let me get a little taste of that division.
It's growing quick, especially as a parent. I remember when I used to come home, just be all me and 10 or 15 black kids. My
It's called
son's
family,
friends
Craig.
are just
That's
like
just your family. Okay.
that would be
Just-
200 black kids. But when his friends, now my son, it's all over the spectrum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how my sons are too. Like everybody is represented, especially Sincere's group.
And this
Yeah.
is in
United
different
Nations.
communities as well. Not just
I'm interested to see what happened because I remember ours was like that. It was all over the spectrum, and then by the time we got to like middle school, high school, you just naturally was like, I'm gonna go
Yeah, you
with
venture
people
to
who
your
look
people.
like me,
Mhm.
and that's just what like it wasn't. Nobody planned it. It just was kind of like you just saw everybody break off like prison, and they just broke off.
even with
So-
sports.
See, when you play the sports, I played basketball, so it was niggas. But but in the other sports, I always had my teammates, from stuff like that. But just friends. Like I went through my yearbook the other day, and I was like, every picture, all the black people were together, like all of them. And then the Mexicans were here, the Filipinos were here. It's just you get
The
older,
tribal
and
thing.
that's what happens.
Yeah, high school
And it's
got
comfortable.
segregated for
like
us.
it's very comfortable.
I'm definitely.
Yeah, we had a little spot under a tree called Africa. That's where all the blacks was.
that's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Where you
Did
gonna
the
be
school
at lunch?
call it that?
Yeah, we, the
Africa.
whole school. They
The
gonna,
school
that's,
called
that's Africa
picture
over there.
Africa
Yeah.
at the bottom of the bottom of the tree.
I think what it was too is because Antioch back then, especially, was a really white town, and all the black people kind of moved in there. So it was like we all we got. Until like Antioch now is hood, but then it was just like, oh, these
Right.
white people,
Yeah.
Right.
us guys, and this is
For me, it's all organic. It's
Yeah.
I grew up in
Who
a
you
black
vibe with.
city, and I'm just used to blackness.
Right.
Like because that's south side of Chicago. I rarely saw whites.
I do realize that our house is the only one where people be like, "Hey, bring me back a plate." We don't do it at the other houses as much.
Bring me back a plate. I like that though.
Bring me back a plate so I can throw it out. Are you going to Tommy's house? Little Timmy's house?
Yeah, don't
Bring
bring,
back
that
a
over
plate.
here.
Don't bring that shit
So I
over
can throw
here.
it directly in the trash
420 cost.
can.
I miss plates, man. Cause I feel like we grew up in that plate. This is from Liz house. Oh, Liz, you take that foil off the top. That's why I love that scene in Boys in the Hood when Trey came over and he brought the food, the Furious.
Oh,
still
yeah.
good. Ain't lost her touch.
Yeah,
See,
I
I'd
like
be
that little
excited
moment.
about the ones that come home in the plate that is supposed to be a restaurant box. You're like, oh, okay, they know somebody was gonna get their stuff to go. They got the
Yeah.
box now.
Oh yeah, we
yeah.
have we have
You ain't
boxes.
just give me the bullshit plate
Yeah.
that gets
Nah.
soggy. You
Right.
give
I
me
feel like
a
that-
Oh, the
box with
soggy plate,
compartments.
it's flimsy.
I feel like the box has gotten popular now. Like,
Oh, yeah, the
'cause
to-go
when I go
box,
to
yeah.
events, they be having them out like
It's
to-go
convenient.
plates.
It's convenient.
Yeah,
It don't
they have-
taste as good.
Yeah, don't give me no bullshit.
them to go
in
now.
It
some-
don't taste
in
as
a
good like
good
when it's
to-go
smushed together, right on the plate. Because in the box they have like little compartments. You can put this here, you can put this there, so nothing touches. I need the juices to.
I like that. I like the bunch up.
As long as there's no
too.
bread in that.
Where you
bitch.
kind of don't even know.
Worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Soggy bread.
Soggy bread is the worst.
Well,
But-
see, it depends. If it's a black house, a lot of black houses just add bread to shit. You be like, what? I just
Yeah.
wanted some potato salad. Why you put 2 slices of bread on the side for me?
I like it when it's
Hawaiian
underneath.
rolls.
Yeah, they did at fish spots. They put the bread underneath.
They do that at Harold's Chicken.
Side
too.
it up.
They put your white bread underneath the chicken.
Why
So it
is
just
white
absorbs
bread
all
so
that.
good with filthy food?
It
'Cause
sops
it's
up all
filthy
the
food.
flavor.
Right.
Because white
bread's
bread by
terrible.
itself is trash.
It is.
But
It's
with the
also
with like
bad for you.
with a chicken plate or a fried fish, you be like,
Oh, yeah.
I remember I got barbecue one time, and I just took the bread and was just dipping it in the sauce and just eat. I didn't even eat the barbecue. I was just like, this is bread and sauce.
White
Hey,
bread.
Wonder bread, white bread,
It
fire.
was good,
That used to be
but by
clutch back
itself,
in the
it's
day.
trash.
I used to just eat a slice by itself on desperate times.
Yeah.
I never had Wonder Bread.
Why?
We had like Prime Select.
Okay.
There was
get
we
it,
was multiple
Craig.
kids. Y'all had the good bread that y'all could roll up in the ball.
Yeah, you got, yeah.
Could do that.
Nah, we had dry ends we was taking off for 15 minutes because it wouldn't come off as one piece. It just kept breaking, so you had to keep peeling it off the side.
Were you guys a no crust kids?
Yeah.
I used to take crust to the face.
I took the crust.
Yeah.
I ain't have lunch.
I didn't have the balls to be like, can you take the crust off? What was that you said?
Yeah.
I seriously ate a cookie for lunch for about 3 years. I just keep my lunch money and get that one soft cookie.
That was the whole lunch?
That's what I did.
I ain't eat lunch. You had 25 cents, you get lunch, or you get that cookie.
You didn't get free lunch?
Nah, my mom made just enough and had a little bit too See, I think it was pride. She didn't want to be like, I make under this. She's like, no, I make $35,001. We ain't getting no chicken. You heard that.
Free lunch was life, man.
Get rid of some of that pride. I'm hungry.
Free lunch still it makes me so mad.
$30,001.
31 35.
I was excited for lunch in school.
You ain't getting no tickets. Wear these
I used to
expensive
watch
ass
everybody
shoes
else,
with
man.
bummy
Oh, people used to be
clothes.
embarrassed to go to free lunch line.
Not in my school.
Yeah,
It was
for
like,
real?
we don't
And
pay
y'all
for this
get up
shit.
first. They get y'all out the room first to go. Be like, oh man.
There's no shame.
You know what I used to say? I used to hate the kid that got the his parent would like bring
Oh,
fast
bring his
food
lunch.
to the school.
Oh.
We'd all have like to go food. I mean, we all
Yeah.
have like our lunches pre-packed, and then come in with McDonald's. And
Uh-huh.
You smell that?
Oh,
smell
yeah,
that
fried
fries?
chicken, yeah.
Be just sitting there. Everybody be mad at that nigga.
Whole lunchroom smelling like fries.
Remember this one dude named I forgot his. I think it was Terrell. He used to always have like fast food. His
Terrell.
mom would bring him fast food every day. And this nigga had a heart attack on the swing.
He did?
So it pushed him too high. This nigga had a heart attack on the swings.
Wait, how
A
old
little
were you
kid.
guys?
He was like 8.
McDonald's
Yo.
every day.
McDonald's every day.
This nigga the ambulance came. This nigga was swinging. He was like, ah.
Did the fast food
All of
stop
us are
after
eating
that?
extra healthy. He was like, what is that?
Terrell, man.
Yeah, we had
Hey
a
man,
heart
if you see
attack?
this, I hope you're okay, brother.
Yeah, that's crazy. Everybody started eating better.
I don't know if it was a real heart attack, but he did have something.
Something
Something
happened.
happened. Yeah.
See, I got a greedy kid. I've dropped whole pizzas off for Sage, and he'd be like, nope, you can't have none. Or he'd do the two all over it. Be like, I ain't giving none of y'all this.
Your kid is a giant.
Dang.
He probably eat like the whole
just
pizza like
folds
one folded.
But in his hand, it's just like the
It
size of
looks
a
like a little
taco.
Man.
Y'all want me to share this? Yeah, that's a whole pizza.
I be looking at him sometimes when he come over. I'm just like, how are you so tall? Like this dude is he's the tallest out of our
He
whole
is
family.
the tallest in the family.
That's
right? Like
crazy.
easy though.
Every bit of 6'6" now?
6'7" now.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
We to the league, baby.
snap. Massive, man.
We to the
No pressure,
league,
get that.
baby.
6'7"?
6, 7,
We out the hood,
16,
Craig.
right? 17.
17.
Crazy.
You be bringing them lunch. The boys had me doing that in high school. They'd be like, hey, Dad, man. They would hit me up short notice.
Because you was down the
uh,
street.
Can you grab some burritos, some dorms? Yeah.
I hate technology because now I get the
Yeah,
share
I guess.
menu from Postmates sent to me. I'm
that'd
like,
be-
what's this? You hungry? You just gonna send me the share menu?
Oh, I
like
just sent you the menu and didn't say nothing? No,
it has
what's
his
up?
order on it already.
You
like,
good, Dad? None of that. The menu. Pops.
This where we going. What's up? Pay for it.
The menu. Sir.
Do you guys, because I think about that all the time, like Kendrick. Gosh, boy.
We gonna wrap this up,
Yeah.
y'all, because I know the feeling.
Yeah. The last question: do you guys be feeling like, okay, the way we were raised versus how we're raising our kids? Like, is it too much? Like, they just have too much, or is that the goal to give your kids, all the bells and whistles?
They got to be doing well. I give as much as I can, but if they're doing good. But if you was just not doing your part, I don't think I could just be like,
I don't know, man. I think technology has kind of changed the way everyone parents, because everybody now is like we had to wait for stuff. We had to have patience. Everything now is like, immediate. And
fingertips.
so we're like, in a weird way, as parents, trying to match technology with like how we respond to like parents. Like we give them stuff like instantly. I used to have to wait.
Yeah.
Be like, Mom, can I have something to eat? I have to finish whatever the fuck I'm doing.
Right.
And then you can have something to eat.
So also now necessities are different than they were back then. Before a computer or an iPad was like, oh, you're going to work hard for this. Now you're a bad parent. If
Yeah,
your
they
kid don't have
yeah,
an iPad
real
and a
talk.
computer, you're like, no, he going to work for this.
They put it into the lesson plans.
Well, now, we have to have, like, they
Yeah.
got 2 over there. That's for his school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
That's,
but
that's
before
what
you
we
had to
need
work to earn that.
Right.
But now it's like, oh, I'm going to take you offline. How? I got to go to school. You're like, God damn it. What else can I do?
You had to go to the computer lab.
Right.
That was your only option.
now. Or the library.
Yep. Like now it's like, for me, it's I don't know. It's kind of like everything's organic with me. It's like, because I feel like my parents gave me my mom, whatever I asked for, she supplied pretty much. And then my dad was on the cheap side, so he was just like, I remember I asked my stepmom for one G.I. Joe, and gave me the whole rundown. What you gonna do to earn this?
That G.I. Joe?
I was like, I'm never asking y'all again. God damn, But it was still valuable lessons on both sides. But it was still just like I saw the dynamics, and so for me, it's just like y'all doing good in school, y'all doing this, y'all doing that. Especially like if they don't ask a lot,
Right.
like
That's true.
Sincere barely asks for anything. Like, Leo, let me get you some clothes. He's like, I ain't really tripping on that. And so, but Serene be like, yo, Dad, I'm looking for. If I ask him what you want, he'll send me the whole list.
The whole
Like,
shebang.
you said, he'll send the menu and be like, yeah, this, that, and third. So, but they good kids though. So I'll be like, it's cool. But at the same time, just make sure they appreciate and they know, like,
Yeah.
We're also from the generation of the have-nots turned to give-mores, which taught us to be give-mores.
Yeah.
And we'll see where the next generation goes with it.
Right.
They might be the give-mores that thinks if you have less, you'll do better.
Yeah. Because initially I was like, Serene, you're going to have a raggedy car out the gate.
Because I had one.
Because that lets you know who your true friends are, man. The humility right here.
Yeah,
the
they roll
raggedy
with you.
whip. And then we ended up, they was at the car dealership already, called me from there. Like, how much you putting down on this? I was like, oh, this is what we doing? And so his car was better than mine for years. And then Sincere was like, I don't
think
even
I
want
was
a
the
car.
last one in the family to get a used car as my first car.
And he was the
And-
last one?
I think so. It might have been because after that, people started crashing up their new cars and shit.
Not me.
No.
I kept my car. I remember my dad, he was like, gonna graduate. He was like, what kind of car you want, son? And he had like this whole prank for me. And I was like, and I was like, well, honestly, whatever car you want to get me, man. I just, something to get me from point A to point B. He was like,
Oh, you
damn
was
it.
humble with it.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna buy you this raggedy ass car.
Yeah.
And then bring out the one that, that you would have asked for.
And they would have brought the raggedy
He's
one
like,
out. You'd have been like,
yeah.
This is what I'm talking about, Dad.
he
Thank
messed
you.
the whole prank up.
Woo, man,
Well,
you
we
the
got
best,
this.
Dad.
He started it up.
They got character.
whole community ducking every time he started.
Love
This
my
was the
dad.
one. You remember what kind of car
Love
it
my
was?
dad.
I
Which
love
what?
it.
What kind of car they got me?
Yeah.
It was a Explorer.
Ford
Ford
Explorer.
Explorer.
Yeah.
But like one of I think it was like a 2000 Explorer.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's so
Yo.
crazy about how one of your
2000
kids
Explorer.
would act one way, but another kid raised in the same exact house
Same.
would be completely
Mhm.
different.
Yeah. Because that was sincere. It's like, do you want a car? He's like, I mean, I guess it would help. But he was just like, that's why I just grabbed him something. Like, because he was never passionate about it. Serene, he'd be like, yo, I want this. I want this right here. Let me show you the breakdown. You know what I'm saying? I want to get this here, breaking it all down. Same kids, same parents, same household, but
Just different.
different outlook on it. And so now they out here carred up.
I like to walk in after the talk.
Yeah, to him up. All right, y'all. Well, listen. This has been another episode of Daddy Issues. We did an hour 45.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a whole movie.
Damon, appreciate you coming, man.
Yeah, thanks,
Come on,
man.
man. L fam.
Ain't
Yeah,
seen you in
man.
forever, man.
We'll have you.
It has been a long time.
Man, it's been like you said.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen you since before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we got
Kids
phones.
cute as hell, man.
They out here, man.
So annoying. But
I love this
so
is
much.
after the talk.
No, they just went to. They went to. He was like, I got to pee. I said, all right, bet.
Oh, right. I thought
and
you
I
talked
took him to
to
pee, and then I was like, bro, I can't bring y'all no more. You too loud, man. He said, Dad, I promise.
Who said that, Keelan?
Yeah, because they be wanting to come, but I'd be like, y'all loud, bro.
Mm.
Okay.
I mean, they did. We did 145.
We did
They
one. They
well.
hung
We
in
did
there for a
really
while.
well.
They did.
Yeah, that was a long
did.
time.
But
for them to
Keelan-
be
Especially
there.
a little one.
Keelan was loud from jump because he was trying to squeeze somebody in the comments like, who's crunching?
Oh,
Because he was squeezing
okay.
the pouch.
Yeah.
Oh, this is live?
So that's my
okay.
Patreon.
Patreon.
And then so they get to see the show early.
Oh,
And
dope,
then
dope.
Thursday this drops.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Did you already do the plugs?
Yeah.
For the
Everything.
VPN.
No, we didn't
Oh,
do
no.
those yet.
No.
What
DC, what
you
you
got going, DC?
Prove It hoodies dropping this week.
Yeah. I want one, man.
Prove
I'm
It
ready to get my
Wait, which
bid
one?
in
Prove It
now.
gang. I got y'all. Prove It
Yeah.
gang dropping this week.
I'm wearing my
Hoodies.
homeboy sweater right now.
Boom.
Yeah.
Rose.
Rose.
So my homeboy gets real ones still exist.
Oh, that's
Okay.
fire.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I like
dope.
that.
Yeah.
I need
I
one
like
of them there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need
It's a
that.
cold acronym.
Yeah.
How you say it?
Acronym.
Yeah, it's a
Acronym.
cold ass
Yeah.
acronym.
Yeah, but let me not step on yours. What's
Oh,
what's
yeah,
yours?
yeah,
No,
What's
I'm good.
yours?
So prove it. And then where you at this weekend?
Houston Improv.
Houston
me and the
Improv,
me and the big
y'all.
broski Marlin.
Yeah.
Houston
Pull up
Improv.
if you in H time.
You in H time.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, y'all be gone every weekend.
Oh,
man.
man.
Non-stop, Brody.
Tough. Craig.
Y'all got a COVID passport.
Bigger.
It's bigger out. Be wearing Prove It shirts, working with bail
Bigger,
bags.
bigger.
The homie got bail bag company out. She's helping ex-convicts when they come out with a
dope.
bag
Oh,
of
that's dope.
clothing and supplies.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Has bail bags and that's about it.
I just did a show and I donated to her to Bell Bags.
Oh, that's dope.
It's a
hard.
great little
Yeah.
community thing that she's doing.
Yeah.
Super dope.
Plugs for me?
Yeah. You know you got some.
I got
project.
stuff
You
coming.
know,
up.
Always.
Yeah, man. I don't.
Hey, man, how much time you guys
Here's
got?
the thing.
You're right. I got 3 movies,
Yeah.
2 TV shows.
My baby mama gonna be listening to this. She be counting.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Enough
He was like, I
said.
got
When it come out, it come out. That's why I never post that.
Yeah. You like, I got nothing going
Yeah,
on.
see what's
She
happening.
go right to my story, send it right to her lawyer. Tag.
Damn, what you got coming out? Homeless.
See the comments we
basically.
getting this nigga.
So you got a tortoise, huh?
Send that in.
I paid $100 for it. I don't care. I want half. The tortoise, half.
Half.
Cut that
Take
nigga
his shell off.
Give me the shell.
Send me
Cut
the
that
shell.
nigga
It's to make a
shell
nice
off.
back, nigga.
He
I
out
want
there,
the
he
shell.
out there with no shell.
He ain't even his fault.
He
Nigga.
look weird now. He look like his mustache is shaved off. Man,
They
come
taking
on,
the
man.
shell. He's like, orale. Where am I? I'm at Laughs Unlimited. Get your tickets. They added another show, so there's 2 shows. Friday to Saturday. Get your tickets. Laughs Unlimited. April 30th, May 1st. I think that's it. Some others, I don't have the exact times for the others, but yeah, more dates coming. But I don't have the time.
Oh,
I didn't know we were plugging stand-up dates.
Yeah, man.
yeah,
stand-up
for
date
sure.
this weekend, Kansas City Improv.
Yeah.
Turn up.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Pull up on Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Come through. I think almost sold out. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all better
Get
hurry
up
up
on this.
then.
Yeah.
Act
Yeah.
fast.
Act fast, man. Don't delay on these live show tickets.
Especially
y'all.
now.
Especially
because people
now.
are snatching them up because they've
people
been in the
ready
house.
to go out.
Like I just plugged mine yesterday. Actually, made a video, and people was like, "Oh, I didn't know."
Yeah.
And then the lady hit me. She was like, "Ticket sales just spiked because people was like, yes."
People ready, y'all. So y'all don't snooze.
Invest in Live Nation.
What you got, Tony?
And it's limited capacity. So,
Mm-hmm.
what I got going? Verbal Cardio is back, solo podcast. So check those out. Shoot, I don't think I got anything to plug.
Tony Baker and Friends.
Nah, I don't have one this
Bakery
month.
sweaters.
Bakery sweaters.
We got the Anita Baker
I mean,
on right
this
now.
not my merch.
Your Sacramento show.
This sold out already.
Can we get
so,
the Tony Baker with your face on it like that? But it says Tony Baker, and then you got the Anita cut, but it's your face.
I wouldn't want to make that shirt, but you know,
It's actually pretty tight.
somebody made it. The Anita cut.
It's Tony Baker.
The Rapture had my legs folded up. Yeah, I know I'm forgetting something to plug, but you know,
It'll come to you when you get in the
yeah.
car.
Shout out to the patrons. Watch parties is gonna be this weekend for sure, and yeah, y'all stay tuned for my tour dates. They're coming soon. Atlanta in the summer, Atlanta Comedy Theater. We confirmed that in August. So, but you know, there'll be other episodes.
That's tight.
Yeah, so we stepping back out there. Anyway, y'all, if you got questions for us, ask us in the YouTube comment section. Make sure you put question big and bright so we can see it. We'll ask them on the show. We didn't do questions this week. And DC got to redeem himself.
That's why I set out this week.
I like that.
What's the question?
Good.
Sometimes fans ask questions in our comments and we answer them, and sometimes DC comes up with a question, which he says the night before, but sometimes it feels like as soon as you ask him, do we have a question? He's like, oh, yeah, we had a question.
I got a good one for you guys. Yeah.
You know what I want them to do in the comment section? They be talking about certain things we do on the podcast. Put the time stamp of that so we can go back to it and look at what they talk about.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If y'all
Especially
do
this
that-
episode. I know they're gonna get us for when we were talking about women's bodies.
Yeah, so if y'all out there and y'all want us to
I didn't know
They
it was
might
live
not.
either. I was like, oh, maybe we can edit this.
No,
no.
these right here, these are my
They
people. They're
are,
fine.
Yeah.
I
they're
say
good.
way worse. So my people are
Okay,
good.
okay,
It's the
I don't think we'll get dinged.
We didn't
No,
go too.
yeah.
No, we didn't go
Women,
too far.
women know titties
I love
come in
women's
different
bodies.
And
flavors.
everybody also had a different kind of.
right.
We all kind of came together.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, we
We
definitely
both-
said
we
do
both
what
tried it.
makes happy. I just said, the
Right.
surgery, try
Yeah.
to avoid it.
Yeah,
if
they
you
coming
can.
for you, nigga.
I
But
said
what's
the wrong
new?
shit.
Like, what's
Straight
new?
Keon.
I kept
Right.
it safe.
What-
I love women stretch.
I don't even read them.
We
I'm
fade out, let him take the heat.
Yeah.
All the
Like,
stretch
this is
marks
fine.
barbs are coming for me. All the stretch mark Barbies is coming at
because
me.
you didn't like the
Yeah.
It's
stretch.
all right. I'm with y'all.
You know,
all
it
the
is
stretch
what it
marks
is.
out there.
They coming for you, baby.
I'm with y'all.
They pulling up.
And it's new listeners every week who don't know us yet, so they be like, "That one guy said," you know,
Yeah.
it's like,
Show.
but them,
A little bit
they're
of
good.
grip.
You can say whatever. You could be like, "You mother," they be like, "Yes."
Yeah. Yeah.
right,
But yeah, y'all. So we'll see y'all next week. And Chaz will be gone. We're not bringing him back.
Yeah, he done.
We done with Chaz, man. It's going to be a different person in his place
That's tight.
every week.
Chaz just got the
You
message.
deserve
Like,
it,
what?
Chaz.
We out.
We out, yo.